Live on a Saturday night, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey, as it's the second of a three-game series and the second of six straight meetings between the Grizzlies and the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Hi, everybody. I'm Tyson Whiting. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. It's the fourth meeting this season between the Grizzlies and Knight Monsters. Tahoe is in their inaugural season, so it's the fourth all-time meeting between the clubs. Utah last won in regulation 6-4 against Tahoe on November 9th, and then the following afternoon on a Sunday, November 10th, Tahoe responded with a 6-2 victory. Last night, Aaron Aragon got the first goal of the game as he scored .342 into the contest on a centering pass from Cade Nilsson. Tahoe responded with four unanswered first-period goals as Jet Jones, Anthony Collins, Simon Pinard, and Patrick Newell each found the back of the net. Grizzlies scored .526 into the second period as Luke Manning got his third of the year. Briley Wood picked up an assist, and then Tahoe scored four unanswered with Adam Robbins and Troy Logan scoring in the second period, and Jake McGrew and Blake Christensen scoring third-period goals. For the Grizzlies, they were pretty close to even in the shot count. They had 38 shots on Thursday night. Tahoe had 39. Well, Tahoe's been a hot team as of late as they are on a current five-game winning streak, and they have scored 28 goals in their last five games. For the Grizzlies, it's been a bit of a rough patch as they have lost 11 in a row, and they have fallen in 14 of their last 15 games. In fact, the last time the Grizzlies won in regulation was against Tahoe on November 9th, winning 6-4 as Cameron Buell and Dylan Fitz played the role of the heroes. Fitz has been outstanding against Tahoe as he has 2 goals and 2 assists in 3 games against the Knight Monsters. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun for the Grizzlies tonight as they look to end the losing streak. It's Tahoe's teddy bear toss night, and the Grizzlies are hoping it takes a while for Tahoe fans to toss their teddy bears this evening. Grizzlies teddy bear toss will be next Saturday as they conclude a 6-game stretch against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. That should be a ton of fun. Next Saturday is the Grizzlies Teddy Bear Toss. Tahoe's got their version of the Teddy Bear Toss. It's their first annual Teddy Bear Toss that's coming up tonight. And I think they're already talking about where do you throw the teddy bears? Do you throw them to center ice or do you throw them to one of the circles that looks like a roulette wheel? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one to see. Hopefully, Briley Wood can stay hot for the Grizzlies. He has 6 points, 4 goals, and 2 assists in his last 6 games. When we come back, we'll talk about who's been some of the team leaders for the Grizzlies as we're in business on a Saturday night. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Let's go over some of the team leaders for the Grizzlies so far this season. Johnny Fairbrother and Briley Wood each tied for the team lead with 6 goals. Fairbrother's 6 goals are tied for second among league blue liners. And for Briley Wood, he's been outstanding as of late as he has 4 goals in his last 6 games. Derek Dashke has missed 7 of his last 8 games, but he and Cole Gallant are each tied for the club lead with 12 assists. And Dashke will be in the Grizzlies lineup tonight. He played on Thursday after missing the previous 7 games, and Dashke had 4 shots to lead all Grizzlies skaters. Dashke's got a point in 10 of his 14 games this season, and he also leads Utah with 15 points this season. And it'll be fun to see him. He's got 3 goals and 12 assists this season. He'll be wearing number 6 for the Grizzlies tonight. Actually be wearing number 5. Andrew Nilsson will be wearing number 6. Derek Dashke is an even in the plus-minus category, and that leads all active Grizzlies skaters. Dashke leads Utah with 5 power play points this season. He also leads the club with 4 power play assists. Watch out for Briley Wood in front of the net, as 2 of the 3 power play goals he has this season have come on redirections out in front, and both of those came in the most recent Grizzlies homestand against the Kansas City Mavericks. We'll see if Mick Messner gets going offensively. He is scoreless in 10 straight games, but Messner does lead the Grizzlies with 66 shots on goal. Fairbrother and Briley Wood each have a 14% shooting percentage to lead the club. And it'll be fun to see if Cameron Buell can get the game winner. After all, he was a star in the third period for the Grizzlies on November 9th. Oddly enough, the date is December 14th, and there isn't a single Grizzlies player that has more than 1 game-winning goal this season. Buell, Dashke, Fairbrother, and Jensen each have 1 game-winning goal, and Reed Lebster had a shootout game winner early in the regular season. Briley Wood's got a 3-game point scoring streak, as he's been outstanding for the Grizzlies as of late. Cade Nielsen has an assist in 2 straight games. 1 lineup change for tonight. It will be the pro debut for Braden Nicoletts. He played at the University of Alaska Fairbanks earlier this season, as he spent the previous 3 years in Alaska Fairbanks, 4 years total in 70 games for Alaska Fairbanks over a 4-year stretch. He scored 8 goals and 8 assists. Nicoletts is listed at 5'11" and 180 pounds. He'll be wearing number 51 for the Grizzlies tonight. And out of the Grizzlies lineup this evening will be Aaron Aragon, who's been one of Utah's best forwards as of late. I'm not sure if it's injury related or whatnot, but Aaron Aragon, who scored Utah's first goal on Thursday night, he is out of the lineup this evening. When we come back, we'll go over the lineups for both teams, as face-off is in about 12 minutes from now over in Tahoe, New Mexico, or Tahoe, Nevada. I think it's actually called State Line, Nevada, as it looks like a good crowd is filing in on a Saturday night. It apparently snowed a ton over in Tahoe, blizzard-like conditions over in State Line, Nevada. We'll come back and have the lineups for both teams. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. We don't have the starters yet for either the Grizzlies or Knight Monsters here tonight. Let's go over some other action across the league. After 1 period over Idaho Central Arena, Tulsa leads Idaho 1-0. Other games in progress. Early third period, Toledo leads Bloomington 1-0. Late third period, Fort Wayne leads Allen 8-2. Former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew has 1 assist, and he's a +2 for Fort Wayne. Mayhew now has 20 points on the season, which are close to the league lead among league blue liners. Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals defeat Cincinnati 5-2. Boy, it's been a rough go of it for Cincinnati this year, as their record falls to 3-14-3. In overtime, Savannah defeats Kansas City 3-2, as the Savannah Ghost Pirates get a victory. And it looks like Sasana gets the overtime game winner. He scored 2 goals tonight. Cade Borchard, who was the reigning league player of the week, and he's the guy that scored 7 goals in a 2-game stretch against Utah last week. He was called up to Coachella Valley. It was probably a week too late, as Cade Borchard leads the league in many statistical categories. Other finals, Atlanta defeats Greenville 5-3. Wheeling wins their, 13th, 14th in a row. It's been a long winning streak, as Wheeling extends their winning streak to, I believe, 13 games. And they have a point in 15 straight contests. They defeat Reading 4-1. In overtime, Jacksonville defeats Florida 3-2. Also in overtime, Kalamazoo defeats Indy 4-3. 3 other finals in overtime. Rapid City defeats Wichita 3-2. 3-2 in a shootout was the score, with Trois-Rivières defeating Worcester, and Maine gets a 3-1 win over Adirondack. We still don't have the starters for each team, but when we come back in 1 minute, we'll go over the lineups for both clubs. It's the Grizzlies and the Knight Monsters meeting for the 4th of 10 regular season meetings this season. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to the Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. We still don't have the starters listed for the Grizzlies matchup against the Tahoe Knight Monsters, but let's go over the lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Utah Grizzlies, who have a record of 5-14-2. They're 3-7-1 on the road. They're led by fourth-year head coach Ryan Kanasowicz. The assistant coach is Christian Horn. Athletic trainer is Colin Lee, and the equipment manager is Jackson Hibbard. Getting the start in net is Jake Barcheski. He saved 25 of 30 on Thursday night. Barcheski is making his 5th appearance this season, but only his 2nd start. He's got a record of 0-1 with a 5.53 goals against average and 833 save percentage. Barcheski will be backed up by Vinny Duplessis. We're not sure who the defensive starters are, but we do know that Derek Dashke is going to be paired up with Gianni Fairbrother tonight. Dashke's got a point in 5 of his last 6 games. Fairbrother is tied for the club lead with 6 goals. He also has 4 assists on the season. James Shearer will be paired up with Andrew Nilsson. They were teammates 2 years ago with the Grizzlies. Kay Jensen will be lined up next to Kabori Dunn. The defensive scratches for the Grizzlies tonight include Brian Hume as well as Dylan Savenkov. The first-line forwards will be Reed Lepster, Cole Gallant, and Briley Wood. And we had mentioned throughout the entire pregame show about how good Briley Wood's been as of late. He has a point in 5 of his last 6 games. Watch out for him in front of the net, especially when he's paired up with a couple good playmakers like Reed Lepster and Cole Gallant. Mick Messner is due for a big one tonight. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists in 21 games. He leads Utah in shots on goal. He'll be lined up next to Cole Fonstad, who's the second-line center. And Keaton Mastrodonato's in there for the 3rd time this season. He also has 13 games of American Hockey League experience this year with the Colorado Eagles. Craig Armstrong is lined up next to Luke Manning and Dylan Fitz from left to right. Armstrong on the left wing. Manning's the 3rd-line center, and Dylan Fitz, who's been strong against Tahoe this year. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists in 3 games against the Knight Monsters. Braden Nicoletz, the University of Alaska Fairbanks product, will make his pro debut tonight. He was a teammate at Alaska Fairbanks with Cade Nilsson, and Nilsson's going to be lined up next to him. Also in the Grizzlies lineup, next to the 2 Alaska Fairbanks products, is Cameron Buell, the St. Lawrence product. Buell played for the same college that Christian Horn attended, which is St. Lawrence. The forward scratches for the Grizzlies are Blake Wells, Aaron Aragon, Adam Berg, and Tyson Upper. Aragon scored one of Utah's 2 goals on Thursday night. Well, on the ECHL app, they still have not listed the Tahoe starters. So we're not sure who's starting for either club as of yet, but we do know that Tahoe's top forward line is one of the best forward lines in the league. From left to right, it's Sloan Stanek, Barrett Hughes, and Simone Pinard. I imagine Hughes is going to have a bounce-back performance as he was a minus in their 8-2 victory on Thursday. Troy Loggins from left to right will be the second-line left wing. Jet Jones will be in the middle, and Patrick Newell's got a goal in 3 straight games, will be on the right side. From left to right, the Tahoe third line will include Blake Christensen, who scored a goal on Thursday, Luke Adam had 5 assists. He was the number one star on Thursday night. Adam has 80 games of NHL experience, with most of them coming with the Buffalo Sabres. Jake McGrew, who had a big one last night. He had 1 goal and 2 assists actually Thursday night. He'll be wearing number 15. The fourth forward line for Tahoe is going to be Chris Dodaro, Adam Robbins, and Anthony Collins. Robbins and Collins each had a goal on Thursday night. The one change to the Tahoe lineup is Dodaro is in there. He replaces Grizzlies killer Logan Nelson. 6 defensemen for Alex Lowe's crew tonight. Artur Cholach is in the first defensive line. He's got an AHL contract with Henderson. He'll be paired up with Brennan Kapchek, who's wearing number 96. Brandon Tabakin and Nate Callan are a defensive pairing, as is Elijah Villio and Jake Johnson. The starting goaltender for Tahoe tonight is Jordan Paperny. He'll be making his 9th appearance this year. Paperny has a record of 4-3-0-1. He has 1 shutout, a 2.58 goals against average, and .928 save percentage. Paperny is 6'1" and 185 pounds. Last year, he spent some time in both the AHL and ECHL levels. Paperny last year played in 9 games with the Henderson Silver Knights and 19 games with the Savannah Ghost Pirates. There are many former Savannah Ghost Pirates who are currently on the Knight Monsters roster. Well, they still haven't given us the starters on the ECHL apps. We'll just come back and have face-off on the other side. It's the Grizzlies looking to end an 11-game losing streak. They're taking on a red-hot Tahoe Knight Monsters club, who are currently in 2nd place in the Mountain Division. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
It's a great night for hockey as 2 big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Tahoe Knight Monsters in the second of a 3-game series. Starting goaltender for Utah is Jake Barcheski. The defensive pairing is Derek Dashke and Johnny Fairbrother. Starting forwards are Keaton Mastrodonato, Mick Messner, and Cole Fonstad. Jordan Paperny gets a start in net for Tahoe. They're going to start their top forward line of Barry Hughes, Simone Pinard, and Sloan Stanek. And their top defensive pairing is starting. It's Artur Cholach and Brennan Kapchek. 2 referees tonight. Tyler Haskell is joined tonight by Chris Conway. Haskell was the lone referee on Thursday. The linesmen are John Shaw and Dave Horton. And Fonstad will take the draw, but it's won by Hughes and the Knight Monsters. Grizzlies skate from right to left as we see it from Flow Sports. And please, I beg for some forgiveness and patience as we're at the mercy of the one camera feed we get. Tahoe skating from left to right as Messner battles in the corner deep in the Grizzlies zone. As Fonstadt boxes out in Knight Monster, puck goes towards neutral ice. Grizzlies skate in left wing. Messner fires towards the net, saved by Paperny in the butterfly position. Puck lifts high in the air, bounces 5 feet in front of the crease. Tahoe will push it out to neutral ice. Now the Knight Monsters will carry it in left wing. They get around Dashke, who drags across the Knight Monster. Puck in the right point, righty shot, and that's blocked away. And I wonder if Dashke got called. We don't see the referees. Dashke did drag a Knight Monster, try to get around him. I wonder if Dashke got called for it. I'm not really sure. As we're 41 seconds into the game, draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone. And it looks like we're going to skate. Well, we're not really sure. So one of the linesmen are going to drop the puck. Looks like we're skating 5-on-5. Draw one by Tahoe as Patrick Newell's got a goal in 3 straight games. Throws to the right point. Righty shot is blocked away. Puck to the right side as Tahoe dances around. And that's Patrick Newell, who throws it towards the right circle. Backhand shot goes wide. That was taken by Brandon Tabakin, who's got 2 goals on the season. Grizzlies out to the left side. It glanced off a Wood stick. Wood gets around a Knight Monster as he skates behind Tahoe's net towards the far side. A Knight Monster goes down. Now Wood will skate towards the near side. Now he stops, reverses field. He'll drop it to the near corner. Grizzlies have it as Cole Gallant rolls it back to Wood. He's at the far goal line. Gallant lets it go to the right point. Shearer fires towards the net, and that's blocked away. Knight Monsters out to center ice. Grizzlies will kick it away as Utah makes a line change. Manning's out there with Fitz. Andrew Nelson will slide it towards the far boards to Kabori Dunn, who outlets it to center ice. Grizzlies under the attack zone. Luke Manning, right side, looking for a backhand chip that goes wide. Armstrong around the net to the far side. Grizzlies get the loose puck, and that's Kabori Dunn. Right side, sharp-angled shot, bounces off the hip of a Knight Monster. Tahoe races out to center ice. Armstrong takes Tahoe off the puck. Now it goes back towards Armstrong as he got spun around by Jake McGrew. Knight Monsters, McGrew with a shot, and he scores. He fired away from the right circle. Jake McGrew gets his 4th of the year, and teddy bears and stuffed animals go flying on the ice. As a minute 59 in, Tahoe takes a 1-0 lead. Is the Tahoe Knight Monsters' first ever teddy bear toss. And it looks like a pretty good amount of teddy bears and stuffed animals have been thrown on the ice. There's a ton of snow in the Tahoe area, and that might have driven some of the fans from attending the game, as it looks like kind of a modest group of teddy bears and stuffed animals are on the ice right now. Jake McGrew is the answer to the trivia question in Tahoe Knight Monsters history, as he gets the Knight Monsters' first ever teddy bear toss goal. As he scored from the right wing, as Tahoe's third forward line, Blake Christensen, Luke Adam, and Jake McGrew combine on a goal. A truck is coming onto the ice. They'll put most, if not all, of the teddy bears and stuffed animals onto a truck. As Tahoe gets their teddy bear toss goal a minute 59 into the contest. McGrew picked up his 4th goal of the season. We'll see who gets the assist when they list it on the ECHL app. Teddy bears and stuffed animals of all shapes, sizes, and colors. I'm really looking forward to next week's teddy bear toss with the Grizzlies. It's certainly fun, and every year it seems to get bigger and bigger. From behind the net, and that might be Luke Adam, who's just delivered one big pass after another. Adam with another main assist. He had 5 helpers on Thursday, and he's the one that got the main assist to a cutting Jake McGrew, who was on the right wing. And with the McGrew goal, the teddy bears and stuffed animals were flying onto the ice. The teddy bear toss is certainly a unique moment, and I'm really looking forward to next week's teddy bear toss. In fact, the first ever teddy bear toss was originated in the WHL with the Kamloops Blazers back in 1993. Marketing director Don Larson first came up with the idea. The first ever teddy bear toss goal occurred on December 5th, 1993, as Brad Lukovich picked up the teddy bear toss goal. And with that, over 2,400 bears were thrown onto the ice. McGrew's goal is assisted by Luke Adam and Blake Christensen. That's the third forward line for Tahoe tonight. And they score a minute 59 seconds in, as all the teddy bears are going into what looks to be an ambulance. And I imagine those teddy bears, some of them are going to go to hospitals and local charities. They're going to go for a good cause. The tradition really spread quickly after the first teddy bear toss in December of 1993. Every league except for the National Hockey League has a teddy bear toss. Obviously, in the NHL, they discourage anything being thrown on the ice except for hats after a player's third goal in a game. And so that's why you don't see it in the NHL. So a unique opportunity next week at Maverick Center with the teddy bear toss. Some of Nevada's finest are walking off the ice. Boy, for saying it was a very modest size of teddy bears, we've had quite a delay here. As looks like the police car, looks like kind of a fire truck of some sorts, will haul all the stuffed animals off the ice. A very modest looking amount of teddy bears and stuffed animals. As we mentioned, there was a ton of snow over in Tahoe earlier today, and that might have limited the crowd a little bit as to how many people could attend the game. On Thursday, Grizzlies scored the first goal, which was Aaron Aragon, 3:42 in, and then Tahoe responded with 4 unanswered. So despite the first goal being scored by Tahoe, the Grizzlies are hoping to respond, and really that's been the tough thing here over this 11-game losing streak. It seems like things have snowballed pretty quickly on the Grizzlies. And really, if Utah wants to have some success against Tahoe over the next week and a half, they're going to have to find a way to just move on. Tahoe's the kind of team, they've played some good hockey. After all, they came into play with a 5-game winning streak, and they've scored 28 goals in those 5 games. So they're going to make their fair share of plays. Grizzlies just have to keep battling, and they can't get discouraged when things aren't necessarily going their way. Draw's going to be at center ice. Looks like Cameron Buell is out there with the newest Grizzly, Braden Nicolets, who's making his pro debut. He'll be wearing number 51. Cade Nilsson, his college teammate for a year at the University of Alaska Fairbanks, will take the draw, as the delay lasted probably about 5 or 6 minutes, despite the modest size of teddy bears that are thrown on the ice. Once again, next Saturday is the Grizzlies Teddy Bear Toss. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com and take advantage of that. Who's going to be the Teddy Bear Toss goal scorer on Saturday next week? I'm not sure. Obviously, we got to know who's going to be playing next Saturday. For Tahoe, their answer is Jake McGrew, who scored a minute 59 in, with Luke Adam and Blake Christensen getting the assist, as Adam was behind Utah's net, and he just fed a pass to the right side to a cutting Jake McGrew, who put it away past Barcheski. Back to live action. Grizzlies win the draw. Right wing, they'll dump it in. Elijah Villio strong with the puck as he gets around Cameron Buell. Anthony Collins in the area. Both teams have their fourth line on the ice. Tahoe over in the near corner of their own end. Skating from left to right. Collins back to neutral ice. It goes between the legs of Robbins as it stays in the Tahoe zone. As Buell battles along the near boards with Nicolets, who's wearing number 51. Tahoe will back it out into their own end as they spread the ice, skating from left to right. Puck ricochets off the far boards. Tahoe gets it as they'll race out to center ice. Now Tahoe over the attack line. They try to get to the high slot. Nobody home. 2-on-1. Grizzlies skate towards the right side. Masher Donato with a shot. He gets back checked. Puck glides towards Paperny slowly. He'll make a save as Masher Donato raced into the attack zone on the right side, took a shot, but it looked like Tahoe was able to get a piece of him from behind and limit the velocity on the shot. So Paperny makes the save. That's the first save he's made tonight. Both teams have one shot. Draw's going to be an offensive zone 1 for the Grizzlies in the right circle. Keaton Masher Donato will take it against, we believe, Jet Jones. Might be Bear Hughes taking the face-off wearing number 12. For Masher Donato, he's a big-time goal scorer. 24 goals with Idaho last season in 48 games. Masher Donato was a quality goal scorer at Canisius College for 4 years. He had 46 goals in 4 seasons in college. All 4 of those years at Canisius, he was a teammate with Grizzly goaltender Jake Barcheski. Grizzlies won the draw right side over to Masher Donato. He'll feed it to his right, but the puck exits the zone. Andrew Nelson ahead to Masher Donato down the middle in the slot as he fires. He tried to dump it in, but instead got too much air under it as the puck ended up out of play. 16:56 left in the first. We're just getting underway, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy part of Saturday with us. Reed Lebster's on the ice. He was one of Utah's best forwards in the Indy series a couple weeks ago. He did not play against Kansas City in 3 games as he was battling a lower body injury. Tahoe wins the draw. They skate from left to right. Diagonal pitch to the left connects as Tahoe skates into the attack zone. Left circle, lefty shot. Glove saved by Barcheski. And, well, actually, the puck ended up loose. Must have bounced off the protective netting and out of play. We didn't really get to see where the shot ended up, but draw's going to be in the left circle as the whistle blows with 16:44 left in the first. John Shaw, the linesman, sporting a goatee. A little bit of gray in his goatee as he'll drop the puck. Cole Gallant will take it against Jet Jones, who had a goal on Thursday night. Jones played well against the Grizzlies in 3 games this year. Tahoe wins it. They tried to feather it out in front of the net. Now out in front. Shot. Saved by Barcheski. Rebound towards the end boards as Loggins gets pushed along the boards by Nielsen. As Shearer backhands it to center ice looking for Lebster. Now Tahoe skates back in from the right wing as Jones moves it across looking for Loggins. He couldn't get it. He'll get it off the boards instead. Loggins try to get it back to Jones. Grizzlies gather it, and they'll dump the puck in as the puck bounces towards the far corner. Lebster holds up a Night Monster, and that's Artur Cholach, number 49. He's a big guy at 6'4" and 201 pounds. Tahoe out to center ice. They'll veer off to the left as Tahoe over the line offsides as Troy Loggins was a little bit too eager in entering the attack zone as he got there before the puck. 15:58 left in the first. Both teams have 2 shots, but Tahoe found the back of the net with Jake McGrew a minute 59 in. Luke Adam, who now has 6 assists in this series, he'll take the draw against Luke Manning. Adam has 10 assists on the season, and 6 of them would come against the Grizzlies. Dashke gets after Utah, won the draw over to Fairbrother, and he'll tap it in. Armstrong around Tahoe's net. He'll skate towards the far side as he gets hit by Nate Callan. Now Fitz dances around the left wing, trying to center to bounce off a Night Monster. Tahoe out to center ice. They cross center and flip it in. Barcheski behind his net. It goes between his legs. Dashke will tap it off the near corner. Armstrong, diagonal pass to the left. Is incomplete as they were looking for Fitz, who couldn't extend the stick long enough. Tahoe back deep in their own end as Brandon Tabakin, native of Woodbury, New York. He's behind his own net in a white jersey with teal numbers and a little bit of black trim, black on the shoulders. Robbins out to center ice. Grizzlies in their black jersey and white numbers, professional green trim. As Tahoe over to the near corner, deep in their own zone. Anthony Collins will move it out to center ice. Grizzlies gather it. Right wing, done at the Utah line. Will backhand it across to Jensen. Cade Jensen out to center ice. His pass is picked off by Anthony Collins, who will push it to his left. Night Monsters will roll it along the boards. It goes between Barcheski's legs again. As Utah will loft it out to center ice. One-on-one battle. Tahoe will chip it ahead. And now the Night Monsters enter from the left wing. Tahoe looking for a centering pass out in front. It goes wide of the mark as they're looking for Simon Pinard. Fonstand with good speed enters the zone. He'll veer off to the left. He'll take our lefty shot that goes wide as he missed the net. Glove side on Paperny. Puck to neutralize. Grizzlies will backpedal into their own zone. Nielsen ahead blue line to blue line pass. Messner over to Masha Donato. Backhand shot saved by Paperny. Puck behind Tahoe's net as they'll chip it towards the far boards. Grizzlies will tap it to the corner. Messner over to Fonstad, who gets around Villio, but he lost the puck. Tahoe, about 6 minutes in, leading 1-0, getting out to neutralize. Messner got spun around as he lost his balance. Puck goes back to Nielsen in the Grizzlies zone near circle. He dangles the puck back and forth. He'll move it across to Shearer. Shearer, the University of Calgary product. That's where Paperny, the goaltender for Tahoe, went. Grizzlies near side will bank it off the glass. It goes deep into the Tahoe zone. No icing. Cole Gallant gets pushed along the boards by Kapchek. Grizzlies get it up top, left point. Dancing around his Fitz. He'll drop it for Lebster. He'll feed it to the far goal line. Grizzlies lefty shot. Saved by Paperny. Rebound goes to Cholach. He'll fire it off the near boards, and the puck exits the zone as Wood let it go to the Utah line. Dashke to Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain. He has 6 goals this season. He'll skeet towards the far corner. He gets taken off the puck by Cholach. Wood behind the net, gets double-teamed. Cholach trying to break the puck free, but the Grizzlies do so. Gallant gets up top. Somebody off the screen will fire it to the left corner. Dashke gathers it. Dashke back to Wood, who lets it go to the right side. Gallant feathers it up top to Fairbrother. Over to Dashke, left side. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Paperny. Rebound goes towards the far boards. Gallant gets the loose puck, but Tahoe took it away. Night Monsters have a 2-on-1. They skate to the left side. Toe drag. Great poke check by Fairbrother to take the puck away from Troy Loggins. Fairbrother from the far corner will direct it to the near side. Over in the corner, Lebster gets double teamed. Now it's a 2-on-2 battle. Jones in the area. Tahoe comes out with the puck. Newell feeds it to Loggins down the middle. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Barczewski, and he holds on and stops play. 12 minutes and 39 seconds are left in the first. Jake McGrew scored the Tahoe Knight Monsters' first ever Teddy Bear toss goal. That came a minute 59 in. It's 1-0 Knight Monsters. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
7.5 minutes into the first period. Tahoe leads 1-0 as Jake McGrew got his fourth goal of the year. Luke Adam and Blake Christensen with the assists. Adam now has 10 assists on the season, and 6 of them have come against the Grizzlies. He has been tough on Utah. Luke Adam with 90 games of NHL experience over a 5-year stretch, 87 of them with the Buffalo Sabres. He also had 3 games of experience with the Columbus Blue Jackets back in the 2014-2015 season. Manning takes the draw, but it's won by Tahoe in a white jersey. Christensen, right side, fires towards the net. And that one goes wide. He was looking for a redirection, left wing shot, saved by Barczewski. Rebound goes to Armstrong. He'll pitch it ahead. As he was looking for Fitz, pass goes wide of the mark as Fitz was being occupied by Tabakin, and icing is on Utah. 12:24 is left in the first. So draw comes back towards Jake Barczewski, who spent 5 solid seasons at the college level, 4 of them at Canisius College. We mentioned he was a college teammate with Keaton Mastrodonato all 4 years. Last season, he transferred to the University of Michigan, and he had a record of 28-14-3 with a .907 save percentage. Barczewski is making his second start of the season. He is 25 years old. He'll be 26 next month. 6'1" and 180 pounds out of O'Fallon, Maryland. Grizzlies win the draw. Armstrong back to neutral ice. He's around center ice. He's got 7 shots in his last 3 games, but Tahoe took it away. Knight Monsters fired off the far wing boards, goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Utah chases after the loose puck. They'll slide it to the near side. Tahoe gets held up along the wall as the Knight Monsters try to break free on a double team. Taking it away is Luke Manning in his first full season as a pro. He'll get to neutral ice and skip it in. He gets around a Knight Monster. He gets there about the same time as Villio, who muscles Manning out of the way. Puck goes to the near corner, 2-on-2 battle. Nicolette's in his first pro game battles with Buell against a couple Knight Monsters. Buell holds up Tahoe along the boards. Nicolette's right side lefty shot goes wide. He was in the right wing when he took the shot, which is his first shot attempt. He's not going to get credited with the shot on goal as it missed wide. Nicolette dumps it in from neutral ice. Buell chases after it, as does Nielsen. Puck goes to the near corner. Tahoe will move it ahead towards neutral ice. Tahoe crosses center. Adam Robbins, a speedy little guy, dumps it in from the right wing. Barczewski rolls along the near boards. Puck stays in. Now the Grizzlies tap it away from Pinard. Out to center ice. Nicolette's will fly it in as the puck ricochets off the far boards deep in the Knight Monsters zone as we're about 9 minutes in. Tahoe gets the puck. They lead 1-0. Tahoe zips one ahead. Pass goes tape to Pinard. He'll drop it to the middle. Now skating to the left wing, the right wing. Lefty shot is blocked away. That was taken by Sloan Stanek, we believe. Fairbrother taps off the far boards. Mastrodonato gets a good shoulder check. Fonstead out to neutral ice, crosses center, and he'll backhand it in as Messner chases after it. Cap check gets engulfed by Messner. Knight Monsters over in the far corner. Fonstad cuts off Tahoe, but Tahoe comes back with the puck as Messner lost his balance. Grizzlies near side in the attack zone. Feed it up top, but Tahoe picks it off. Knight Monsters 2-on-2 enter the attack zone, skating from left to right as they drop it for Pinard. He's along the far boards. Pinard skates towards the point. Now he'll fire it in deep. Tahoe from behind the net will tap it off a Grizzly stick. Tahoe gets it back right side. Sloan Stanek, right side shot, kick saved by Barczewski. Rebound goes to Tahoe near side. Knight Monsters feed it up top. Lefty shot That one goes wide. Barcheski will brush it towards the far corner. Hughes gets up top. Now across looking for Nate Callum. Pass skipped on him, but he'll gather it. He'll throw it to Pinard over to Hughes. Right side, righty shot. Glove saved by Barcheski, and he holds on with 9:51 left in the first. Tahoe leads 1-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Tahoe leads 1-0 as Jake McGrew scored 1:59 in on the Tahoe Knight Monsters' first ever teddy bear toss. Don't forget the Grizzlies teddy bear toss will be next Saturday. It's also ugly sweater night, so bring your ugly sweater and a few stuffed animals and teddy bears to throw on the ice after Utah's first goal. That's going to be next Saturday. Get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com or during the week. Call the Grizzlies office at 801-988-8000. Nobody's in the Grizzlies office now, but next week make sure to call and get your tickets. Tahoe dumps it in after the puck went back to neutralize. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the first period. Andrew Nilsson will tap it off a Tahoe skate. It goes to Shearer, who pushed it towards the right side, fanned on it. Now Shearer fires from neutralize on to Paperny, who stops it and keeps the play alive. Tahoe will direct it towards the near boards. Night Monsters gather it, and that's Brandon Tabakin, who's not very big, listed at 5'10", but he's got good speed. Left wing pass connects. Night Monsters over the attack zone. Left side, lefty shot. Glove saved by Barcheski, as he caught the low liner about knee high. That shot, I believe, was taken by Patrick Newell, who's got a goal in 3 straight games. Newell has 6 goals and 8 assists in 19 games this season. Tahoe, in their first year of existence, have played good hockey. They've got a record of 13-6-1-1. It's their 13th home game of the year, and they are 7-3-1-1 at home. Manning will take the draw against Luke Adam, the Grizzlies killer. Adams got a size advantage, listed at 6'2", 207. Looks bigger than that. Grizzlies win the draw. Armstrong races into the attack zone left side. Gets around Vilio. Now Armstrong to the right side. He's got 1 goal this season. He feeds it up top. Kabori Dunn fires towards the net. That's blocked away by a Tahoe player over in the right circle. That was Adam, I believe, that blocked it. Their captain. Now back to Dunn. He'll fire towards the net. Arm is raised by the referee. There's going to be a penalty. Who's it going to be on? 8:56 is left in the first, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a Grizzly or Night Monster. Let's see. I'm not sure we're going to get any good vision as to what it is. One of the referees standing at center ice raises his arm. Well, we don't know what the signal's on, but it looks like it is a Grizzly that gets a penalty. And just judging by, we have to squint looking at the score bug, it looks like it's Craig Armstrong. Number 3 goes to the box. Tahoe on the power play. They did not have a single power play in Thursday night's game. They did score on a delayed penalty with half a minute left in the first period. Tahoe wins the draw left side. They'll push it just outside the left circle as they dangle around skating from left to right. As Mastrodonato cuts off Tahoe, 2 Night Monsters collide over in the far circle. Grizzlies clear it all the way towards Paperny. As Tahoe skates around their net, as Armstrong's in the box, we didn't get to see the referee's signal. We don't know what he did, but he broke a hockey rule. Tahoe skates into the far side. They'll tap it off the boards. Nielsen tried to clear it. It lifts high into the air, bounces in the high slot. As Tahoe over to the left circle, Loggins fakes a slap shot, drops it off. Now Tahoe trying to get it across, bounced off a Grizzly stick, and it goes back to neutral ice. So the Grizzlies will switch things up. Nielsen enters the ice. Tahoe dumps it in along the far boards. Barcheski out of his net. Will slice it towards the right side. Tahoe, Sloan Stanek lets it go. Now left side, one-timer, saved by Barcheski. Grizzlies towards the high slot, but it's Tahoe that keeps it in. Stanek tried to center it. Pass goes behind a cutting Night Monster. Grizzlies out to center ice, get cut off at center ice. Tahoe's Loggins leaves it for Stanek. Stanek trying to get it back to Loggins as he was being double-teamed. Grizzlies get the puck. They'll race out to neutralize. Utah crosses center, but they lost it, and taking it is Jake Johnson, who had 2 assists on Thursday, wearing number 23, a defenseman for Tahoe. As the Knight Monsters carried across center ice. Late in their power play, Stanek down the middle. Now he'll veer off to the left point. Stanek dangles, surveys. Now he throws it back to the left corner. Tahoe looking to center it to Adam. It's picked off. Utah clears it out. Grizzlies, we believe, will make a full line change off the screen as there's 20 seconds left in Tahoe's first power play of the game. Tahoe is 21.1% on the power play this season. Knight Monsters race into the left side. Barry Hughes with a good speed skates towards the far corner. He's got Dashke nearby. And now the Grizzlies take it away as Tahoe fed it back to the point, left side. And the Grizzlies clear it out. Armstrong's out of the box. Successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Tahoe leads 1-0, 13 minutes in. Grizzlies trying to get to Wood. It's taken away at center ice. Tahoe will backhand it back in. As Kabori Dunn behind his net will leave it for Jensen. Jensen pushes ahead about 10 feet. Puck is gathered by Lebster as he races into the offensive zone. He veers off to the right. Lebster drops it for the right point to Dunn, who kept it in. He'll roll along the boards to the near side. Puck goes back at the Utah line, all the way 3/4 of the length of the ice from where Dunn fired away. Jensen, he's in the left wing, gets a new try. So chip a blue line to blue line pass out towards Nilsson, who dropped it for Buell's onside. Buell gets cut off. Tahoe pushes it out to the left side. Knight Monsters get to center ice. Utah taps it away. Robbins has a glance off his stick. He regathers it far side, and he'll whip it in, but it bounced off one of the officials and towards the far corner. Grizzlies trying to backhand it towards Fonstad. It goes towards the middle. Utah pushes to Lebster, who gets to center ice. Pass goes tape to Wood as he'll backhand it in. Paperny behind his net cuts it off for Kapchek. So we've got less than 6 minutes left in the first. Tahoe enters. They skate towards the far corner. Knight Monsters get it out towards Newell. He looked to center it. It glanced off a stick. Now Newell gets it back right side. Fires towards the net. Barcheski blocks it away. Left side, Tahoe rolls it around the net looking for Loggins. Grizzlies jabbed it away from him. Masha Donato in the area. Nielsen with the puck, and he will sky it to the Tahoe line. Gloved and dropped by the Knight Monsters. They re-enter from the left side. Tahoe, left circle, trying to get towards the corner. Dashke occupies space. Grizzlies will fire it off the near wall. Puck goes to center ice. Elijah Vilio pushes it ahead. Rink-wide pass doesn't connect. Barcheski raises his left arm, and so do the linesmen who raises their right arm. Icing on Tahoe with 5 minutes and 1 second left in the first. Looks like Tahoe's taken 8 shots, and the Grizzlies have 6. If you trust the score bug over in Tahoe, Luke Manning will take the draw, and boy, it was big for him to score that goal on Thursday. He was in a little bit of a drought, but it's good to see Luke Manning back on the scoring sheet as he scored about a fourth of the way into the second period on Thursday. He's got 3 goals and 6 assists. He's played in every game this season. Tahoe wins the draw. They get out to new tries. Grizzlies trying to throw it back in. Right side, Manning gets cut off by Cholach, who had about a stride and a half on him. Cholach one-handed out to center ice. Newell gets pushed by Armstrong. Grizzlies gather it deep in their own zone. Fairbrother advanced it to new tries. Right wing. Grizzlies gather it. Utah dangles back and forth, and chipping it in is Fitz. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists against Tahoe. Grizzlies skate in far side. Backhand shot in a tough angle goes wide. Tahoe gets out to center ice. They race into the attack zone as Jake McGrew, the goal scorer, fires away. Traffic out in front. Tahoe to the right circle, but the Grizzlies get the puck. Webster moves it ahead. Grizzlies 2-on-2 cross center ice. Skating in's Gallant. He'll push it to Wood, who gets around 2 Knight Monsters, and he'll fire it horizontally as he was on a tough angle. He's probably looking for Gallant to be on the left side. Grizzlies reset. Nielsen, long-range pass. It was looking like he was going to the left side, but instead just advanced it deep into the Tahoe zone. Knight Monsters back up with it. Less than 4 minutes left as they race over the line. 1-on-2. High slot. Lefty shot. That goes wide. Puck to the near side as Hughes get held up by Buell. Now Hughes fires it in front of the net. It goes back to Hughes behind it. Hughes continues to battle with Buell. Grizzlies come out with the puck. Utah will carry it out to new tries, and they will lift a prayer into the near corner. Gathering it is Callan. He's behind the net. He's played well against the Grizzlies this year. Callan, a native of San Diego, California. Ahead to the right side. Pinard skips it over towards Stanek. Back to Pinard. He's got 13 goals this season. He gets it jabbed away by Jensen. Grizzlies enter as Nicolette's racing towards the puck. He gets cut off by Callan as Pinard gets hit by Nicolettes, who plays a physical brand of hockey, out to center ice. Tahoe races in, left wing. They skate towards the circle. Lefty shot is blocked away. Dunn did a good job taking time and space away from Patrick Newell. And now the puck's over on the left side. Grizzlies playing hard tonight. Less than 3 minutes left in the first. High slot. Lefty shot goes wide. Tahoe will push it towards Adam Robbins, the Princeton product. He's in his first year as a pro. Tahoe whips it to the near side. Grizzlies trying to tap it out. It bounced off of Kapchek. He danced around the left side. Tahoe's in the offensive zone as they'll fire it towards the near boards. Robbins gets around Nielsen. Now Robbins around the net towards the far side. They'll tap it up top. Now back to the left circle. Skating in. Righty shot. Saved by Barcheski. Rebound shot goes wide. That was taken from the left wing. Grizzlies ice the puck. And the whistle blows. 2 minutes and 21 seconds are left in the first period. Tahoe there for a few seconds had the Grizzlies on their heels, but it stays a 1-0 game. Tahoe's up to 11 shots. Grizzlies have 6. I think for the Grizzlies, it's good to see them play pretty well defensively here in the first period. Obviously, over the last 3 games coming into play tonight, Utah had given up 24 goals in 3 games. It looks like defensively, the Grizzlies are putting together a pretty good effort. It looks like the forwards are really chipping in tonight. We're going to knock on wood, though, as obviously there's still a lot of hockey to be played. But good start by the Grizzlies, who are playing hard tonight. Utah wins the draw. Dunn behind his net will whip it to the far side as the puck glides along the boards. Tahoe keeps it in, left point. Lefty shot is blocked away. Grizzlies get it over in the high slot. Utah carries a new try. Nielsen moves it across to Messner. 1-on-4. He's in the offensive zone. Skates to the far goal line. Takes a shot. And it either hit the side of the net. Paperny might have gotten a piece of it. Puck to center ice. A Grizzly player falls down, and that's Fonstad. As Tahoe taps off a Grizzly skate. Taking the puck is Mastrodonato. He skates in left wing. Dangles, now he takes a righty shot. Saved by Paperny. Mastrodonato trying to backhand it out in front towards Buell. It goes wide. Tahoe falls down on the far side. Buell kept it in, but it just bounced back to center ice. Exchanged off a couple sticks. We get a whistle as the puck must have deflected out of play, as there's 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first. Draw's going to be at neutral ice. The 3 officials talk things over. There's actually 4 officials tonight. 3 of the 4 talking it over at neutral ice. There was 1 referee on Thursday in the opener of this series where Tahoe won 8-2, and that was Tyler Haskell. Tonight he's been joined by Chris Conway. Linesmen are John Shaw and Dave Horton. Out to neutral ice off the draw. Grizzlies dump it in. Tahoe races after it. 1.5 minutes is left in the first period. Tahoe leads 1-0. Left point. Fonstad will skip it across towards the end boards as he was firing towards Paperny. Fairbrother right side at a glance off of his stick. Manning has a bobble off his stick out to neutral ice. Dashke gets at the Utah line. You can tell he's not 100%, but he's given everything he's got as he missed 7 games with a lower body injury. Tahoe battles with Manning, and they'll brush it to the Utah line. Taken by Nilsson, trying to get to Dashke, but taking it's Armstrong instead. He'll race into the attack zone left side. Armstrong back in the near corner. He gets pushed in the back as Tahoe boxes out Armstrong along the boards. Armstrong trying to jab at the puck. Puck goes to Fitz. It glances off of his ankle. Now he gets pushed by Adam. Now puck back to the near corner. Tahoe will loft it out to center ice. Skipping puck, 40 seconds left in the period. It's taken by Nilsson. He'll step over the offensive line, trying to get to Armstrong. It glanced off the Tahoe stick. Puck to the right point. Grizzlies keep it in. They'll fire a backhand shot towards the net. And Tahoe will stick it away. Out to center ice. Stanek overskates it. Grizzlies dump it in as they make a full line change. 20 seconds and counting left in the first period. Tahoe looking for one final shot. Knight Monsters out to center ice as they skate in. Drop it to the right point. Now back to the corner as Tahoe gets pushed. Good check by Jensen. 6 seconds left. Grizzlies race, but they couldn't get it out as they lost control of the puck. Tahoe throws it back to the near corner, and that will do it for 20 minutes over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. The only goal was the Teddy Bear Toss goal that was scored by Jake McGrew 1 minute and 59 seconds in. Luke Adam and Blake Christensen picked up the assists. Tahoe outshot Utah 11-7. As Jordan Paperny, the Tahoe goaltender, stopped all 7 shots. Jake Barcheski saved 10 of 11. Keaton Mastrodonato led Utah with 3 shots. Dashke had 2. Messner and Lepster each had 1 shot. For Tahoe, Jake McGrew, their goal scorer, had 3 shots. Sloan Stanek also had 3, and then 5 other Knight Monsters had one shot each in the first period. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes. We'll also go over some scores from around the world of sports. And the Heisman Trophy was named tonight. If you haven't heard, we'll tell you who won the Heisman Trophy as well. After one period, it's the Tahoe Knight Monsters 1 and the Utah Grizzlies 0. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
First intermission over at Tahoe Blue Event Center, and the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 1-0. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I know it is a little bit difficult to try to describe the game, as unfortunately we're at the mercy of the one camera we see, and that camera seems to go left and right, and it never seems to be able to, you can't really anticipate any long-range pass. You have no clues on the other end of it, or if anybody's on the other end of that pass. It's difficult, but we're having some fun and doing the best we can with what we have. Well, as we mentioned, for about the 20th time, the only goal in the first period was Jake McGrew, who's the answer to the trivia question, who scored the first teddy bear toss goal in Tahoe Knight Monsters history. Well, it's McGrew, a minute 59 in. Grizzlies had their teddy bear toss last December as they defeated the Allen Americans. I'm still trying to remember who scored that teddy bear toss goal last season. That might be a trivia question next week. We'll also have Grizzlies trivia during the second period of play, as the teddy bear toss is just over 30 years old. Kamloops Blazers back in December of 1993 held the first ever teddy bear toss. And the Grizzlies teddy bear toss will be next Saturday. Get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. Last season, the Grizzlies broke a team record with over 3,600 teddy bears, and we want to break that mark once again this season. And it's also Ugly Sweater Night, so while you're throwing teddy bears on the ice next Saturday, you can do so in a very ugly sweater of your choice. Grizzlies did play well defensively in the first period, and I really liked the Grizzlies' effort. Obviously, they didn't get any goals in the first period, although they did have a couple decent looks. They didn't have a power play in the first period, but I thought Masha Donato got himself open a couple times. Dashke had a good look from the left wing as well. And so even though they only had 7 shots, Messner had a pretty good rush along the right wing, skating towards the net. Lebster had one good shot in the first period. And so even though the Grizzlies are down 1-0, I certainly like the effort I saw in the first 20 minutes of play. Masha Donato led the way with 3 shots. Dashke had 2, and then Lebster and Messner each had 1 shot. For Tahoe, McGrew, the goal scorer, and Stanek each had 3 shots, and then 5 other Knight Monsters with 1 shot each, including Tabakin, Loggins, Jones, Cholach, and Brennan Kapchek. There was 1 penalty in the first period. Craig Armstrong got called for a slashing minor. That was 11:04 into the first period. We'll see what happens in the second frame. Tahoe leads 1-0 in a very snowy day. From what I hear, there's a ton of snow over in the Tahoe area. And so with that, it probably detracted a little bit from the crowd, as there was only a modest amount of teddy bears being thrown on the ice. And I imagine some of that was due to the weather, which probably eliminated some people from being able to go to the game, because the roads in Tahoe were probably a mess all day long. When we come back, we'll go over some other scores from around the league, ECHL and NHL scores. The Heisman Trophy was announced earlier today, and it went to Colorado's two-way player, Travis Hunter. Hunter, the wide receiver / defensive back, who's probably going to be a top draft pick in the 2025 NFL draft. He won the Heisman Trophy. It was a very close battle from what I understand. The last time I was in Boise, they were touting the running back, the great running back, Genty. He finished second in the Heisman voting from what I could gather, and it was a very close Heisman race. And so Travis Hunter is the Heisman Trophy winner. For my memory, that's the first time a Colorado Buffalo has won the Heisman Trophy since Rashawn Salam won it back in 1994. We'll come back and go over some scores on the other side. Tahoe leads Utah 1-0. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
After one period, Tahoe leads Utah 1-0. Some NHL scores tonight. It's a very busy night in the three-letter league. Mackenzie Blackwood has stopped all 29 shots he has seen for Colorado, as the Avalanche got second period goals from Ross Colton and Nathan McKinnon. And after two periods, Colorado in their 17-14 record leads the 8-16-6 Nashville Predators. Over in San Jose tonight, Utah's looking for a little bit of revenge, as remember, about a month and a half ago, San Jose overcame a 4-1 deficit to score 3 goals in less than 2 minutes, and then they scored the overtime game winner as San Jose defeated Utah 5-4. Tonight, they have played one period, and the score is tied at 1. Dylan Guenther scored .727 for Utah, with Logan Cooley and Mikhail Sergachev getting the assists. San Jose tied it up as Alex Wenberg scored on a wrist shot, 14:58 in. Goodrow and Sessi picked up the assists. In terms of the shot count, looks like Utah outshot San Jose 11-8 in the first period. Vamelka gets a start in net for Utah. He has saved 7 of 8. And Vanasek is getting the start for San Jose. He stopped 10 of 11 in the first period. The big difference tonight is the first overall pick back in 2024, Macklin Celebrini, is in the lineup for San Jose, and he's really made a strong impression in limited time. Obviously, he missed a few games, but he already has 10 goals and 9 assists this season, that coming in just 20 games. So it looks like the San Jose Sharks have got a good one in Celebrini. Remember, that was San Jose's first win of the season, as they had really struggled, but after winning here in Utah last month, Sharks have gone on to play some pretty good hockey, as they're 11-16-5. But remember, they're above 500 since they last came to Delta Center about a month and a half ago, where they had that comeback victory. As I remember, I think they started the season 0-7-2 before that comeback victory. After one period over in San Jose, Utah and San Jose are tied at 1. NHL games that have gone final tonight. In overtime, Dallas defeats St. Louis 2-1 in a low-scoring battle. Let's see, we can check who got the game winner, and it was Matt Duchene getting the overtime game winner, 2:31 in, with Robertson and Lindell getting the assists, as Dallas wins in overtime 2-1 over the St. Louis Blues. Other finals in the National Hockey League, Devils defeat the Blackhawks 4-1. Kings defeat the Rangers 5-1, as well. New York's really struggled as of late. Minnesota defeats Philadelphia 4-1. Edmonton gets a 6-3 win over Vegas. In overtime, Ottawa defeats the red-hot Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. Detroit, on Hockey Night in Canada, get a 4-2 victory over Toronto. Washington defeats Buffalo 4-2. In overtime, Anaheim gets a 4-3 win over Columbus. 8 days from now, Anaheim will be in town for the first time ever over at Delta Center on December 22nd. Unfortunately for them, one of their stars is going to miss about 6 weeks due to an injury. Jets defeat the Canadiens 4-2. Games going on right now. We mentioned Colorado. They have a 2-0 lead over Nashville in the second intermission, and Utah and San Jose are tied at 1 after one period. Also after one frame, Calgary leads the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers 1-0. Also after one, Boston leads Vancouver 2-0. And after one period, Tampa Bay leads Seattle 2-1. We'll come back and go over some league scores, and we'll also talk some hockey on the other side. First intermission over at Tahoe Blue Event Center, and the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 1-0. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Welcome back to Grizzlies hockey. Tahoe leads 1-0 after one period. In overtime, Rapid City defeats Wichita 3-2. The overtime game winner was scored by Brett Davis, who got his 7th of the year. Former Grizzly forward Ryan Wagner got the overtime assist. With the victory, Rapid City's record goes to 6-13-2-3. They've lost a lot of close ones. For Rapid City, they end a 7-game losing streak as they defeat Wichita at home 3-2. Other Mountain Division battles tonight. Savannah defeats Kansas City 3-2. A lot of last year's Savannah Ghost Pirates players are currently with the Tahoe Knight Monsters, including Simone Pinard, who scored over 20 goals last season with Savannah. Other action in the Mountain Division, Fort Wayne defeats Allen 8-2. Former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew had 1 assist. And going on at Idaho Central Arena after 2 periods, Tulsa leads Idaho 2-1. It looks like Michael Farron has scored twice for Tulsa. A.J. White found the back of the net for Idaho, 13-13 in. Thomas Scholl gets a start in net for the Steelheads. He has saved 26 of 28. Boyko is in there for Tulsa, and he has saved 16 of 17. Tulsa is actually ahead of Idaho in the standings, as they have 27 standings points and a 614 point percentage. Tulsa is in 3rd place in the Mountain Division, and if the playoffs start today, boy, Idaho would be out, as they have 26 points and a 565 point percentage. With Wichita losing in overtime, Idaho can jump them with a victory tonight. Other action across the league. In a shootout, Trois-Rivières defeats Worcester 3-2. In the overtime, the shootout game winner was scored by Alex Bocage, the former Grizzly. He has made a name for himself over in Trois-Rivières, as he's really played great hockey. In fact, Bocage is on a 4-game point scoring streak that continues tonight, as he ended up with 1 assist. Bocage has 11 points in his last 5 games, with tonight being the 5th game. So Alex Bocage, he's currently with Trois-Rivières, and he's done some outstanding things with the Lions, and the Lions themselves have done some outstanding things they've got a record of 14-3-3, but they find themselves just in a tie for second place in the North Division. Maine defeats Adirondack 3-1. In overtime, Kalamazoo gets a 4-3 win over Indy. Also in overtime, Jacksonville defeats Florida 3-2. Kyle Betts, a former Grizzly, had 2 shots on goal for Florida. Will Cranley was the backup as Cam Johnson got the start and the loss in net for the Everblades. Wheeling extends their winning streak to, I believe, 13 straight, as their record goes to 17-3-1. The Nailers get a 4-1 victory over the Reading Royals. Former Grizzly forward Jordan Martell, the Rooster, had 1 goal and 1 assist for Wheeling as they come away with a 3-goal victory. Atlanta defeats Greenville 5-3. Norfolk gets a 5-2 win over Cincinnati. And Cincinnati's really struggled. Their record is 3-14-3 on the season. And one other final, Toledo defeats Bloomington 2-1. We'll come back and have second period action on the other side as Tahoe leads Utah 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. You've been listening to the Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
We'll have second period action here shortly over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. The second periods have been Utah's most productive, as 25 of their 55 goals that they've scored this season have come in the second period. Second has also been the best in terms of goal differential. Believe it or not, the -11 goal differential. Grizzlies scoring 25 and allowing 37. Actually, it's a -12 goal differential. It's actually the best period the Grizzlies have had all season. They showed the teddy bear toss goal, which was scored by Jake McGrew, and that's got to be a good feeling for McGrew. First ever teddy bear toss night in Tahoe Knight Monsters history. Unfortunately, it was just a modest amount of teddy bears being tossed, as the snowstorm over in the Tahoe area, I believe, has taken away some of the projected attendance that they would have this evening. Grizzlies will be skating from left to right, as we see it from Flow Sports, and please, we beg for a little bit of patience. Unfortunately, describing everything that's happening in this fast-paced game can be pretty difficult with the screen that we're provided here tonight. Grizzlies will start the second period with the same 5 that started the game. Fonstad will take the draw. He's got Messner to his left and Masho Donato to his right. Up top is Derek Dashke and Gianni Fairbrother. Tahoe wins the draw. Cholach will dump it in. He's paired up with Kapchek and a forward line of Stanek, Hughes, and Pinard. Shot from the right side hits the side of Utah's net. Grizzlies pushing out to neutralize. Messner with a hot pass that connects to Fonstad. He'll skate towards his left. Fonstad skates towards the corner. He gets blasted by a Night Monster. Masho Donato rolls behind the net. Messner gets taken off the puck. Tahoe races to the left wing. Cholach will push it to somebody off the screen, and that's Stanek. Stanek over the attack line. He'll move it to his right. One-timer. That one's blocked away as Pinard didn't get all of it. As Stanek over in the corner drops it for Hughes. He'll bank it off the near boards for Cholach, who will push it to Stanek, left side. Lefty shot is blocked away by Barcheski. Puck rolls towards the right point. Shot saved by Barcheski. That was taken by Kapchek from the right point. Masho Donato will hurl it out to neutralize, but we get a whistle as the puck must have bounced out of play 50 seconds into the second period. Boy, Tahoe with a bit of an onslaught there in the first shift of the second period, but Grizzlies hold strong. Barcheski's one of those goaltenders. Once he gets his first good game out of the way, I imagine he's going to put him together. As Barcheski had a pretty good 5-year college career, 4 years at Canisius and 1 year at Michigan. As a draw, Jet Jones will take it against Gallant, and Gallant wins it. Gallant and Messner are wearing the A's tonight in the black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Lebster will push to his left. Briley Wood over the line, stops on the point, gets to the Lebster as he's near the roulette table in the left circle of the Grizzlies offensive zone. Now skating in is Tahoe. Newell rolls along the boards. The left circle of both offensive zones are in the shape of a roulette wheel, which is in the left circle. You can see a little bit of white in between the wheel. Out to center ice. Wood will tap it in. Puck skips to the right side. Running it down is Tabakin, but Wood did cross center ice, so no icing is Tabakin. Gets around Messner around Manning at center ice. He'll dump it in. Barcheski out of his net will push it to the far side. Now Tahoe up top, dancing around is Jake Johnson. He'll skate towards the left circle. Shot saved by Barcheski. Rebound goes to Armstrong. He'll get out to new tries. Tahoe spins him around. Knight Monsters on the back check, take the puck away. Tahoe will fire it off the near corner. McGrew lets it go as Fitz will loft it out to center ice. Puck bounced off a Grizzlies stick ahead. Tahoe gets it their line. They'll fire it off the near boards. Grizzlies push it across. Utah switches up forwards. Nielsen gets it near his bench. Benches are on the near side as we see it. Nielsen over the line. Right point. Shot. Blocker saved by Paperny. Now Nielsen's in the left side. He'll roll along the boards. Fairbrother spins it back around. Now behind the net. Skating over there is a Grizzly. As getting knocked down is Cade Nielsen. Nielsen couldn't reach as the puck lines along the near boards. As Fairbrother drops it up top, but it's taken by Tahoe. Now Utah gets back. High slot shot saved by Paperny. Grizzlies left point. Fires lefty shot. That goes wide. I think that was Dashke that took it. Fairbrother overskated the puck. Tahoe clears it out. Fairbrother make that Nielsen racing after it. He gets it in the near circle of the Grizzlies zone. He'll skate horizontally towards the left. Now he reverses field back to center ice. He's in the right wing. He'll dump it in. He races after it as he closes the gap. As now Tahoe touches up the puck. It must have deflected out of play. Tron's going to be in the Grizzlies zone as there's 17 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second. Same teams tomorrow afternoon. Face-off's going to be around 4 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone, 3 o'clock local start in the Pacific Time Zone over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. These teams will meet 6 straight times, which began on Thursday. Tonight, obviously, is the second of a 3-game set in Tahoe, and then Sunday's the series finale, and then next week, we'll have 3 games at Maverick Center between these two clubs. Off the draw, shot, saved by Paperny, and we have no clue who took the shot as the camera just zoomed in on the two guys taking the face-off. I guess you had to be there to figure out who took the shot. Might have been Fonstad. He's hanging out on the right side. As Robbins out there takes the draw with Masher Donato. Puck off the near boards. Tahoe gets a loose puck. They try to get it out to center ice. It bounced off a Grizzly. Now Tahoe clears it to center. It's Andrew Nielsen. Will push it across to Shearer. Shearer played at the University of Calgary. He was a teammate briefly, I believe, with Paperny, the Tahoe goaltender. Knight Monsters to the right side enter. They'll get to the circle for Robbins. Sharp angle. He tried to feed it across. It goes wide. As Cholach will move it to the corner to Robbins. Back to Cholach. He's in the left point. He fires lefty shot. Saved by Barcheski. Now down the middle. Tahoe gets it to the high slot. Shot is blocked. That was taken by Kapchak as it rolls back to center ice. Cholach lofts a prayer towards Barcheski. It's gloved and dropped by Dashke. His home run pass is picked off by Tahoe. They race in from the right side. They get it across. Pinard looks for a centering pass out in front to Stanek. It goes wide. As Fonstad will chip the puck back to center ice. Tahoe move it to their right. And Nielsen runs it down in the far circle. Tahoe makes a change, getting new defensemen on the ice. As now James Shearer has it at the Utah goal line. He's behind his net. Bear Hughes trying to get action started as he stands in front of Barcheski's left shoulder. Shearer over to Nielsen. He'll fire it across left side. Wood gathers it, and he'll skate over the attack line. He'll chip it in deeper into the Tahoe zone. Gallant lost the puck as he was skating along the near boards. Knight Monsters push it out to their right. Tahoe skates in. Now they'll drop it for Pinard. Centering pass out in front. It glanced off of Barcheski as they were looking for Bear Hughes out in front. Or it wasn't Hughes. We'll just move on. Fairbrother over across as Wood gets it up top. Nielsen fires towards the net. Make that Dashke saved by Paperny as Fairbrother's been paired up with Dashke tonight. Wood left side. Righty shot goes wide. Fairbrother gets up top to Wood, who fires towards the net, and that's blocked away about 5 feet in front of Paperny. Turnover. Grizzlies back to the left side, righty shot, saved by Papperny. Boy, he's been a brick wall so far as the Grizzlies had a good look from the left side, and Tahoe clears it out. Fairbrother runs down and gets the loose puck. He stands just to the left shoulder of Barcheski, far goal line. His home run pass goes to the left side. Grizzlies might have gotten a piece of it. Papperny will push it towards the near boards. Now the puck's to the right point. Dunn gets it across. Jensen will roll it around Tahoe's net. Getting the loose puck is Manning. He'll push it across. I think that's Jensen. He'll fire towards the net. It goes wide off the end boards. Armstrong races after it. Gets it to Fitz behind the net. Fitz right side. Gets it back. Jensen over to Fitz. He'll tap it off a Tahoe skate. Dunn keeps it in. He'll push it to his left. Left wing, lefty shot. Saved by Papperny as he just absorbed it in the breadbasket. Well, I can't quite tell who took that shot. It might have been Jensen, as there's 14-16 left in the second. Nobody has scored here in the middle frame so far, as Tahoe still leads 1-0, with the only goal in the game being scored by Jake McGrew, a minute 59 in. Braden Nicolette's on the ice. Nicolette's the University of Alaska Fairbanks product, making his pro debut tonight. Nicolette signed with the Grizzlies just a couple days ago. Nicolette's, like a lot of Grizzlies, are from Alberta. Nicolette's from Spruce Grove, Alberta. Many Grizzlies are from the Alberta area, it seems like. As Grizzlies, more than half of their team are from Canada. Utah skates back in after the puck went to neutral ice. Tahoe skating from right to left. They'll race out to neutral ice. Robbins, right wing, tried to chip it across to Adam. It glanced off a skate. Buell will backhand it back to neutral ice, where it's gathered by Adam with good hands. He'll push it ahead towards McGrew. He'll skate towards Barcheski. Righty shot, saved by Barcheski. He holds on with 13:59 left in the second. Time out of the ice. Tahoe leads 1-0 on McGrew's fourth of the year, which was a minute 59 into the contest. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
$13:59 left in the second period. Tahoe leads 1-0. Grizzlies trivia tonight. Before Thursday's game, the Grizzlies last played in the Pacific time zone against the Ontario Reign in Game 2 of the second round of the Kelly Cup playoffs back in 2015. In fact, before Thursday, the last game in the Pacific time zone was May 4th of 2015. Ontario won that night 6-2, and they eventually won the best-of-7 series 4-1. The trivia question is, when was the Grizzlies' last victory in the Pacific time zone? You had to read the Grizzlies notes. They're on UtahGrizzlies.com to know the answer. We'll give you the answer to that question shortly. Last time the Grizzlies won a game in the Pacific time zone. Utah off the glass after winning the faceoff. Puck hippity hops to the Tahoe line. Now to center ice. Tahoe gets taken off the puck on a good hit by Dashke as he took McGrew off the play. Grizzlies dump it in. Masher Donato chasing after it. And play continues. No icing on the play. As Tahoe will saucer it out to center ice. Grizzlies with good hands were able to collect it. Dashke feeds to Fairbrother, who tapped it ahead. He looked for it along the near boards, but the pass was incomplete at neutral ice, but it did get redirected. We're about 7 minutes into the second period. Tahoe races out to center ice. Cholach, blue line to blue line pass, taps off a stick. Adam races after it. He got spun around by Shearer. We haven't had many penalties in this series. Grizzlies race along the far side. They cross center ice, skating from left to right. Bonstad drops it off as Wood fires towards the net. He scores! Grizzlies tie it up as Briley Wood was just in the left circle. He fired it past Papperny, and Briley Wood stays red hot as he now leads Utah with 7 goals on the season. And the Grizzlies tie it up with 12:51 left in the second. Like Fonstad entered the attack zone with momentum. He dropped it off for Briley Wood, who just kind of shuffled towards the far circle. He found himself a good shooting angle, and Wood has been outstanding for the Grizzlies as of late, as he now has 5 goals in his last 7 games. And with that, Wood breaks a tie with Johnny Fairbrother for the club lead on the season. So we're tied at 1, 7 minutes into the second period. Fonstad should get an assist on the goal that was scored by Wood. That would be Fonstad's 4th assist, and this is 5th game in a Utah uniform. Tahoe races across center ice. Robbins backhands it in. Barcheski out of his net. Drops it for Nilsson, who gets hit. Tahoe near goal line dancing around. Collins shot, and that one's blocked away. Puck deflects out of play off the protective netting with 12:27 left in the second. So Wood got the goal with Fonstad, and Dashke gave the assist 7:09 into the second period. And with that, Dashke now has 13 assists on the season, which breaks a tie for the club lead with Cole Gallant. Dashke now has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. So Grizzlies have some life. Can they keep the momentum as Tahoe was able to get some offensive zone time the following shift? High slot shot is blocked as that one was taken by Chris Dodaro, number 55. He didn't play on Thursday. He replaced Logan Nelson in the lineup. Behind Utah's net, Nilsson delivers a push as Luke Adam, make that Collins. He gets held up by Nilsson. Collins with an A on his sweater, feeds up top to the right side. Now back to the high slot, dancing around is Tabakin. He's in the high slot, blue line at his feet. He'll take a shot that got looked to be get redirected. It goes wide as they're looking for a redirection from Robbins out in front. Now Robbins on the left side gets it. He skates towards the point. Now he veers off to the right. Robbins chips it to the circle for Tabakin. Right wing shot saved by Barcheski. Rebound goes to the left point. Now Tabakin left circle. Lefty shot goes wide. Puck glides all the way deep into the Tahoe zone as the Knight Monsters race after it. I imagine the Grizzlies are getting a line change in away from the plays. We're 8.5 minutes into the second period, tied at 1. Tahoe re-enters from the right side. Knight Monsters throw it to the middle for Stanek. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked by Dunn. Good defensive play by Kabori Dunn, laying in front of Barcheski. Armstrong, far side, tried to sky it, but kind of fanned on it. Puck wobbles towards the right point. Tahoe trying to keep it in, but a puck just kind of trickles out to center ice. Tahoe in the left wing. Blue line to blue line pass, glanced off a Stanek stick. Dunn runs it down. He's in the near corner. He'll get it to Armstrong. Now to Fitz along the near side. Fitz will sky it to the left wing. Puck hippity hops deep in the Tahoe zone. Knight Monsters run it down with no icing. Tahoe back along the near boards. Velio gets challenged by Manning, but Velio will throw it out to center ice. Puck got about 5 feet of air under it. Grizzlies throw it back in. Paperny away from his net. He's got an AHL contract with Henderson. We'll push it to the far side. Tahoe across center. They move it to the left side for Stanek. Stanek over the line. Toe drag. Lefty shot goes wide. Fairbrother took his time and space away. Now down the middle. Righty shot. Blocked away by Barcheski. Rebound saved by Barcheski. That was taken by Hughes. Now up top right point. Vilio will fake it to a teammate. Skates towards the far goal line. Tried to feather it out in front and bounced off of Barcheski. Now right side shot. Saved by Barcheski. Rebound goes to Buell. And he'll fire it off the near boards near Tahoe's bench. Puck goes back to neutral ice. Boy, Tahoe's really done a good job challenging after Utah tied it up, offensively trying to get the lead back. Left side, puck glanced off a Newell stick. He couldn't calm it down. Now a roll it to the right corner. Now back to Newell. He danced around. He's in the left side. So he gets pushed in the back by Dashke. Newell muscles his way back towards the right side. Shot. And a stick breaks as the shot was taken from the right side. Couldn't tell who that was. That was Loggins that took the shot off the screen. A stick broke. Now Loggins with a new stick. Slot, lefty shot. That's blocked by Fairbrother to the right side. Grizzlies engulf a Knight Monster. Now back up top to Loggins. He'll fire towards the net, and that's blocked away by Barcheski. Cholach, he gets double teamed in the near corner, trying to get to Jones. Jones had the puck bounce off his stick, but he's able to corral it. Now push it to Cholach, who gets to the near goal line. Lefty shot, saved by Barcheski as Loggins had a good look. And boy, Jake Barcheski with his best stretch as a pro to keep it a 1-1 tie. Timeout on the ice. Jake Barcheski's been a brick wall here in the second period. Briley Wood gets his team leading 7th of the year, 7:09 into the second period, with Fonstad and Dashke getting the assists. We'll come back in 30 seconds as we're tied at 1 halfway through the contest. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Wood scored 7:09 into the second period with Fonstad and Dashke getting the assists. We're tied at 1. Tahoe has taken 11 shots in the second period, 22 for the game. Grizzlies with 8 shots in the second period, and they have 15 for the contest. Well, we always talk about, how do you keep that momentum after a goal gets scored? Well, after Utah scored, Tahoe really put together a furious offensive rush to try to regain the lead. Jake Barcheski and company blocking one shot after another to keep it a 1-1 tie. Draws in the left circle. Masher Donato will take it against Luke Adam. Adam wins it. He's got 5 years of NHL experience in him, 4 full years, and then 1 year with Columbus where he played in 3 games. Grizzlies will tap it into the Tahoe zone. Right side as foot race. Cholach gets her a stride ahead of Masher Donato. Now Masher Donato behind the net, dangles around back and forth. Second-year pro to Canisius. He'll feed it up top, left point. Lefty shot. That's blocked away. Couldn't tell who that was. It might have been Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain. Grizzlies at neutralize. Will throw it back in as Paperny will drop it for Cholach. And we say it might have been Fairbrother because literally the shooter was off the screen. One-on-one, Christensen skates towards the left side. Fanned on a shot. Now he skates in, wrap around. Shot, and hits the side of the net. Oh, he had an open net, but hit the side of it. It stays a 1-1 tie. McGrew, left point. Shot is blocked. Puck trickles out to center ice. As the Knight Monsters roll it in, Barcheski out of his net will play it. He'll feed it to the far corner. Grizzlies literally kick it ahead to neutralize. Fonstad gets it. He'll cross into the zone. Left side, he'll tap it off the end boards and chase after it. Tahoe will brush it to the far wing wall as Masher Donato over there, but Tahoe gets the puck as they race out to neutralize. 3-on-3, Monsters over the line. They get held up by Lebster. Puck goes off the end boards. Fairbrother around his own net to the near side. He gets around Collins. Fairbrother out to center ice with the ECs on the right side. Gets around another Knight Monster. Now he skates the right side. Backhand shot goes wide as he tried to get around Tabakin, but couldn't get a good look at the net. Back at center ice, Grizzlies have it skating from left to right as we see it on Flow Sports. Gallant will push it back to Dunn, who gets to the left side looking for Wood. It glanced off his skate. Wood gets it back, and he'll feed it up top. Jensen rolls along the boards. Puck goes off the far corner onto the near side. Dunn back to Lebster. He's behind Tahoe's net. He shuffles to the far side. Lebster skates towards the left point. Now late for Wood. Tahoe took it away. They got a 2-on-1. Knight Monsters. Right side. Righty shot goes wide. That was taken by Anthony Collins. And the puck deflects out of play. And Anthony Collins getting after it with Cade Jensen. As Jensen might have had a wise word for Collins. As he had a 2-on-1. Collins frustrated himself for either missing the net or Barcheski making the save on him. As Collins really did a good job anticipating Wood laying it to neutralize, and Collins took it away to set up a 2-on-1. Draws give me the left circle, and the Grizzlies are hungry to try to come away with something here tonight. As Utah is on an 11-game losing streak. They have lost 14 of their last 15. We don't want to make too much a mention of it, but the team record for consecutive losses is 12 in a row. So Utah's hoping to not add their name to the list here this evening. Draws in the left circle, 7:14 left in the second. We're tied at 1. McGrew scored in the first period for Tahoe, and Wood scored 7:09 into the second period. Tahoe left side, Stanek, centering pass, shot, saved by Barcheski. As Loggins cut towards the net, and Barcheski's been outstanding here tonight. Grizzlies will push it out to center ice. Tahoe takes it back. Vilio will move it to the far side at the Tulsa line. Knight Monsters dance around. Jake Johnson over to Vilio, who button hooks back deeper into the Knight Monsters zone. Vilio will lay it for Johnson, who skates in front of Paperny horizontally. He'll push to his left for Stanek, who gets it to somebody off the screen. Now at center ice, Vilio, left wing. He'll whip it around the boards. Barcheski lets it go towards the right side. Sure, backhands it across to Nielsen behind the net. Nielsen one-hands it towards Armstrong. as Armstrong backhands it all the way deep into the Tahoe zone. It bounces off the glove of a Knight Monster. They'll advance to the right side. Tahoe enters the zone as they fake it to Jones. Now in the high slot. Tahoe, Simon Pinard. He's at the near goal line now around the net. Wraparound shot goes wide as he was maybe looking for a cutter out in front. Now back to the slot as Pinard, left side. Lefty shot is blocked by Shearer. Grizzlies get out to center ice as Nielsen tried to push it ahead. Cade Nielsen, that is. Tahoe skates back in. They try to get it across to Newell. It glanced off a Utah stick and it flies out of play with 5:51 left in the second period. We're tied at 1 late in the second frame. Grizzlies looking to end their 11-game losing streak tonight. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
We're tied at 1 as there's less than 6 minutes left in the second period. Draws game in the Grizzlies zone right circle. 5 minutes, 51 seconds to be exact. Fonstad will take it against Jet Jones. Jones this season for Tahoe has 6 goals and 1 assist and an even plus-minus rating. Fonstad got his 4th assist in a Utah uniform. 7:09 into the second period. Right side, Logan. Shot saved by Barcheski. Puck trickles towards the left side, and Tahoe jabs it in. Troy Loggins is going to get the goal as shot was taken from the right side. It bounced off of Barcheski. Puck was laying in front of the goal line, and Troy Loggins jabbed it in with 5:43 left in the second as the Knight Monsters take a 2-1 lead. Loggins took the shot from the right side. Puck bounced off of Barcheski. Loggins followed his own shot like he was Larry Bird in the 1991 NBA Finals, and he just jabbed it in the back of the net before a Grizzly could come up with it. So good hustle play by Troy Loggins, the 5'10", 170-pound forward. Looks like some fans that came to the game late didn't have a chance to toss their teddy bears and stuffed animals on the ice. A handful of stuffed animals get thrown on the ice, and I'm pretty sure Ryan Kanasowicz is pleading for a penalty to be called, as after all, the teddy bears are only supposed to be thrown on the ice after the first goal. But the second goal was scored, and some of the fans that came to the game late still had their stuffed animals and teddy bears to throw on the ice, and they threw them after the second goal. I wonder, we saw twice last year where Idaho got called for a delay of game when they threw a chuck-a-puck on the ice at an inopportune time. I wonder if maybe Tahoe could get a penalty for delay of game for throwing stuffed animals on the ice when it's not the teddy bear toss goal. It looks like there won't be a power play out of it, despite the Grizzlies, I imagine, their pleas off the screen, as it's 2-1 Tahoe with the lead as Troy Loggins with a good hustle goal. Patrick Newell and Jet Jones picked up the assist, time of goal 14-17 into the second. Utah wins the draw as there's 5.5 minutes left in the second period. Hey, down in front, shot by Jones, saved by Barcheski as Jones fired away from the slot. We had a gentleman standing and blocking our view of the left side of the screen. Great play by Loggins. He took the shot from the right side, saw that there was some traffic out in front. Barcheski had to bounce off of him. Puck was rolling. It was kind of sliding slowly towards the net. Loggins, who followed his own shot, got there and jabbed it in the back of the net before a Knight Monster could get there. Now Tahoe scores off the draw left side. Shot was fired away by Tabakin, and the Knight Monsters have extended the lead to 3-1. A fan is in the way. We can't see who skated along the goal aisle first for Tahoe. But they have scored 2 goals in half a minute. And with that, some more teddy bears and stuffed animals are thrown on the ice. Tabakin took the shot. There was Jones and Loggins out in front. Jones was probably closest to the net. Well, we still didn't get a good look even after 2 replays as to what happened. Tahoe did a good job getting a few bodies out in front of Barcheski. And so it's now a 3-1 game. Loggins scored 14-17 in, and 17 seconds later, or maybe 13 seconds later, 14:30 in. 2 goals within 13 seconds. Tabakin fired towards the net. I'm not sure if he's the one that is going to get credited for the goal, but it's now a 3-1 Knight Monsters lead. Draw one by Utah. Nilsson will push it about 20 feet ahead. And now the Grizzlies chase after deep in the Tahoe zone near corner. A collision as Lepster got pushed. Now there's 5:15 left in the second. Lepster to the right side will lay it back to the spot he vacated. Grizzlies get it to Briley Wood. Now back to the left side. Grizzlies fire towards the net. That misses wide. As now to the far side. Puck bounces. It stays in the Tahoe zone far side. Now it goes to center ice. Knight Monsters will brush it ahead into Utah ice. Over to the left wing. Stanek gets pushed by Shearer. Centering pass out in front. Tahoe maybe made one too many passes as Adam was over to the right side trying to get down the middle. Now McGrew, slot, righty shot, glove saved by Barcheski. He holds on with 4:40 left in the second, but the Grizzlies have got to find a way to get momentum back as 2 Tahoe goals in a 13-second stretch have turned a tie game into a 3-1 Tahoe lead. The off-ice officials in Tahoe are probably taking their time to see who got the goal. And it looks like Jet Jones redirected the Tabakin shot as Jones gets credited with the goal. It's his 7th of the year. Tabakin gets the only assist, which came 14:30 into the second. So Jones now has 1 goal and 1 assist for Tahoe, each coming in the second period. Grizzlies will fire it off the near glass. It goes deep into the Tahoe zone. Racing after it is Vilio. He gets there a stride before Armstrong. Now 2-on-2 battle in the far corner, deep in the Tahoe zone. Armstrong feeds it up top to Jensen, across to Dunn, who fires towards the net, and a score! Fitz took a stick out trying to redirect it, and the Grizzlies get back on the board as it looks like Cade Jensen's gotten his 3rd of the year. Or maybe Kabori Dunn. It would be Dunn's 2nd of the year if Fitz didn't get a piece of it, as the Grizzlies score with 4:22 left in the second. We knew the Grizzlies needed to respond, and they do so in a big way. I think it's Kabori Dunn getting the goal, which would be his 2nd of the year. Jensen was in the area. He'll probably get an assist. I think he was on the left side and got it across to Dunn before taking the shot. As Grizzlies battle over in their own zone as Tahoe dumped it in. Knight Monsters get it up top to Cholach. He'll feed it back towards the corner, but the Grizzlies tap it into Tahoe territory. Knight Monsters run it down. Masha Donato in the area with Fonstad. Tahoe back around their net with less than 4 minutes left in the second period. They'll saucer it out to center ice. Now Tahoe back into their own end. Knight Monsters spread the ice. They'll chip it to Stanek. He's on the left side, skating towards the circle. Lefty shot. Saved by Barcheski. He holds on with 3:46 left in the second. The Knight Monsters lead 3-2 in the goal. We mentioned Jensen, maybe Dunn. I guess according to the off-ice officials, Fitz got a piece of it. Dylan Fitz gets the goal, which is his 3rd of the year. Kabori Dunn and Craig Armstrong each pick up an assist. So for Dunn, it's his 3rd assist of the season, and Craig Armstrong gets his 6th helper. It's 3-2 Tahoe with 3:44 and counting left in the second. Utah wins the faceoff skating from left to right. Grizzlies race 2-on-2. Cole Gallant over the attack line as he'll throw it towards Lepster, but the puck ended up at the high slot. Now Wood at the far goal line skips it up top. Left point, Grizzlies get it over to Gallant. He dances around towards the right side. Gallant centers out to Wood. Shot saved by Paperny. Puck goes back to the right side. Lefty shot saved by Paperny as Shearer, as he was falling down, fired towards the net. Paperny gathered it about chest high, and he holds on with 3:18 left in the second. Boy, so both teams are really delivering some good blows. Tahoe with the 2 goals in a 13-second stretch, but the Grizzlies responded with the goal less than a minute later, and Utah, after that goal to cut into the Tahoe lead. They've really kept the pressure on. Draw by Manning is won by Utah as Fitz over on the right side. He gets it up top as a defenseman. Throws it back in deep for Armstrong. He skates around Tahoe's net to the far side. Armstrong thought about a wraparound. There was no room there. Back up top, Shearer rolls it along. Manning couldn't reach it as the Knight Monsters throw it to the right point. Nielsen keeps it in. Now to Shearer, left side. Shot goes wide as Fitz was looking to redirect it for the second time this period. Manning around Tahoe's net to the far side. He'll backhand it up top. Shearer to Nielsen. He's on the right side. His shot goes wide as he was probably looking for a redirection. Stick side on Paperny. Fitz dances around. He's got 3 goals against Tahoe this season. He'll get it to Manning. Manning danced around the near goal line, cutting towards the net. Tahoe poked it away. Right side, Messner skates towards the point. Now he fires towards the net, and it's blocked. Jet Jones out to center ice. Will push it across. Knight Monsters enter from the right wing. Grizzlies deliver a big-time hit, and I think that was, well, I couldn't tell who that was. As Tahoe back up top, the Grizzlies intercept it, and Utah will loft it over the head of a Tahoe defenseman. Icing is on Utah with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second. So draw comes back to Jake Barcheski, and boy, it looks like action has really picked up over at Tahoe Blue Event Center, as both teams have really put together a good effort here in the first 40 minutes. Once again, Fitz scored 15:38 in as he redirected the Kabori Dunn shot. That's Fitz's 3rd of the year. All 3 of the goals have come against the Knight Monsters. Tahoe wins the draw, left point. They skate towards the high slot. Johnson, lefty shot saved by Barcheski. Rebound towards the left wing. Shot gets kicked away. And the puck ends up deflecting out of play. 2:01 left in the second. Draw's going to stay in the Grizzlies zone. Both teams have taken a ton of shots here in the second period. Tahoe has 19 shots in the second, and the Grizzlies have 10. We'll go over all the scoring during the second intermission as the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 3-2. Masher Donato will take the draw as he stares down the 34-year-old Luke Adam. John Shaw, the linesman, drops the puck. Grizzlies win the face-off. Onstad throws to the near side, but the only guy there was Stanek. He'll fire it horizontally, looking for a redirection. It goes wide. Tahoe now on the right wing as they try to spin it around and fanned on it. Grizzlies come up with it. Utah to neutralize. They'll nudge it to their right. Grizzlies throw it back across the grain to the left side. Fairbrother, he gets a good shoulder check to Villio as Fairbrother the aggressor there. Grizzlies fake it to the point. Masher Donato skates back towards the corner looking for Fairbrother, and Tahoe will poke it away. Knight Monsters clear it out. Play is stopped with 1:29 left in the second, as there might have been a penalty. Christensen skating towards the penalty box, and it looks like it's going to be a Utah power play. Well, we didn't get to see the referee's signal, but Christensen's going to get a 2-minute penalty, and the Grizzlies will be on the power play for the first time tonight. Utah's power play this season is 15.6%. Tahoe's got one of the best penalty kills in the league as they are 87.7%. Grizzlies have Fonstad, Gallant, and Messner down low. Wish we could tell you who's up top. They're away from the camera. As Tahoe wins the draw, Kapchek will throw it ahead, and Tahoe slice it all the way towards Barcheski. Dashke is out there along with Masher Donato. That's the 5 on the ice. We get a whistle with 1:23 left in the second. Not sure what the stoppage was for, as after all, Tahoe is shorthanded. They can't ice the puck, but the draw is going to be in the Knight Monster zone, right wing. Gallant talking with Messner. Gallant's got 12 assists this season, which is second in the club after Dashke's second period assist, but Gallant does lead all Grizzlies forwards. Dashke gets up top. Grizzlies did lose the draw, but they got it back now. Tahoe, Jet Jones takes it away in the high slot. He'll race to the right wing. He'll step over the attack line. Jones veers off to the left. He's now in the left circle. Now he'll skate back to neutralize voluntarily as the Knight Monsters playing a game of keep away. There to the right side. They'll skip it ahead. All turnover. Grizzlies, Masher Donato trying to center it. It glanced off a stick of Cholach, and the Knight Monsters clear it all the way out. Boy, Tahoe pretty sloppy there. Masher Donato tried to take advantage. 48 seconds left in the second period. Grizzlies will be on the power play to start the third if they don't score here late in the second. Mastrodonato over the line, gets the Fitz. Fitz dangles back and forth. Now he feeds up top. Left side, Dashke will push it to Fonstad. Fonstad trying to backhand it to Dashke. It glanced off Pinard. Now Dashke gets it right side after two passes. Now to Fonstad. He's just outside the right circle. Across. Mastrodonato shot saved by Paperny. Grizzlies skate around Tahoe's net to the near side. Over to Fonstad. He surveys. Now throw it back to Fonstad from the near goal line. Dashke shot. That's blocked away. Fonstad trying to get towards Lebster. Puck ended up with Fitz. Fitz trying to get to Lebster. Tahoe took it away, and time runs out in the second period. So Tahoe led 1-0 after one frame. Both teams scored 2 goals in what was a very entertaining second period of play. And a lot of the action came in the final 6 minutes of the second. Boy, both teams put together a pretty good effort. And you got to credit the Grizzlies after Tahoe scored 2 goals in a 13-second stretch. And with the second goal being 14:30 into the second period, Utah bounced back. About a minute later, Fitz redirected a Kabori Dunn shot. And the Grizzlies really did a good job of kind of getting back into the game and not holding their heads and saying, oh, here we go again. Good to see the fight and the battle from the Grizzlies there late in the second period to try to climb back into it. Utah will be on the power play for the first 31 seconds of the third period. We'll come back and recap the first 40 minutes of play. Once again, the score after 2 periods is the Tahoe Knight Monsters 3 and the Utah Grizzlies 2.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Tahoe leads Utah 3-2. We were going to get to the answer to the trivia question, although all the goals started happening about the time that we're going to give the answer to the trivia question. So we'll get back to that. The trivia question tonight: when was the last time the Grizzlies won a game in the Pacific time zone? And the answer was on March 13th, 2015. Utah defeated Bakersfield 8-3. Brendan Walker had 2 goals and 3 assists, and Jacob Johnston had 2 goals and 1 assist to lead the Grizzlies to victory. Utah's looking for their first win against a team in the Pacific time zone since March 13th of 2015. Tahoe leads 3-2. We'll go over the scoring, and we'll also go over some other scores, including the Utah Hockey Club's battle with San Jose, and we'll also check in on Colorado, who had a 2-0 lead after 2 periods against Nashville. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Night Monsters lead the Grizzlies 3-2 as Utah is looking to end their 11-game losing streak, and Tahoe is looking to extend their winning streak to 6 games. It's Tahoe's Teddy Bear Toss night. Jake McGrew is the answer to the trivia question as to who scored Tahoe's first ever Teddy Bear Toss goal. He fired away from the right wing and scored 159 in. Luke Adam and Blake Christensen picked up the assists. Tahoe led 1-0 after one period, where they outshot the Grizzlies 11-7. Utah tied it up 7:09 into the second period as Briley Wood scored from the left wing. Cole Fonstad and Derek Dashke with the assists. For Wood, picking up his 7th of the year, he breaks a tie with Dashke for the club lead in goals. Actually, the tie was with the Fairbrother. Both Wood and Fairbrother had 6 goals coming into play tonight, and Wood broke that tie with his 7th of the year. Cole Fonstad now has 4 assists, and this is 5th game with Utah. He signed an AHL contract with Colorado last week, and he was reassigned to the Grizzlies, and he's been a good addition to Ryan Kanaswich's crew. And Derek Dashke breaks a tie with Cole Gallant for the club lead in assists, as he now has 13 on the season, and Dashke now has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. Wood scored a 5-on-5 goal, 7:09 into the second period to tie it up. Tahoe took a 2-1 lead, 14-17 into the second, and really, it was a great individual effort by Troy Loggins. He took a shot from the right side. There was a lot of traffic out in front. Puck kind of bounced past Barcheski. It stayed in the crease, and it looked like it was stopped in the crease. Loggins followed his own shot, got in there, and just kind of poked the puck into the back of the net. As he was falling down, just kind of jabbed at it, and the puck ended up crossing the goal line, and Loggins picked up his 9th goal of the season. Patrick Newell and Jet Jones picked up the assist, and it was really a great individual effort by Loggins. You got to credit him for making a good play. 13 seconds later, Tabakin had the puck in the left point after Tahoe won a face-off. He fired towards the net, and the off-ice officials determined that Jet Jones redirected the shot into the back of the net for his 7th of the year. Tabakin picked up the lone assist. Grizzlies, a minute, 8 seconds later, find a way to get in the back of the net and get back into the game. Jones scored 14:30 into the second, and that gave Tahoe a 3-1 lead. But then Kabori Dunn took a shot from the right point. Dylan Fitz was out in front. He stuck his stick out, and according to the people there, Fitz redirected it as he scored his 3rd of the year. Dunn and Armstrong got the assists. And so that made it a 3-2 game. Grizzlies did get a power play late in the second period. Blake Christensen got a high sticky minor, 18:31 in, and the Grizzlies will be on the power play for the first 31 seconds of the third period. Tahoe outshot Utah 20-11 in the second period, and so through 40 minutes of play, the Knight Monsters have outshot the Grizzlies 31-18. For Tahoe, Jake McGrew and Sloan Stanek each lead the way with 6 shots. Troy Loggins has 1 goal and 5 shots on net. Jet Jones has taken 3 shots, and 2 shots each for Brandon Tabakin and Elijah Villio, and then a bunch of other Knight Monsters with 1 shot each. For the Grizzlies, and their 18 shots, Keaton Mastrodonato leads the way with 4. Dashke, Lebster, and Cade Jensen each have 2 shots. And then a bunch of other Grizzlies with 1 shot on goal, including Messner, Fitz, Wood, Fairbrother, Gallant, Cade Nielsen, Cole Fonstad, as well as James Shearer. Jake Barcheski's been busy, but I thought he was outstanding despite allowing the 3 goals here through 2 periods, as he has saved 28 of 31, and he's done a good job keeping the Grizzlies in the game. Tahoe's Jordan Paperny hasn't been nearly as busy. He has saved 16 of 18. James Shearer, it's great to have him back in the lineup. We had mentioned he played at the University of Calgary, and Jordan Paperny, the Tahoe goaltender, also played at the University of Calgary. However, they were teammates. It looks like they were teammates for 1 year. Paperny was in his 2nd year at Calgary. He had a record of 8-3-1, and James Shearer was a freshman that year. The first of 3 seasons he had at the University of Calgary. Shearer was captain of the Brandon Wheat Kings back in the 2017-2018 season. He was also a team leader at the University of Calgary. So we got a good one. Tahoe leading Utah 3-2 as the Knight Monsters are looking to extend their winning streak to 6 games, and the Grizzlies are looking for their first victory in quite a while. In fact, the last one the Grizzlies had was in overtime against the Allen Americans on November 16th. That's a game where Derek Dashke scored the overtime game winner. Grizzlies also got goals from Aaron Aragon, Gianni Fairbrother, Luke Manning, and Mick Messner. We'll come back and go over some scores from on the other side. We'll go over some NHL scores as well as some ECHL scores and maybe a couple NBA scores as well. After 2 periods, Tahoe leads Utah 3-2. You're listening to the Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Let's go over some NHL scores and check in on those who are living the dream. The Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, pick up their 18th win of the season. Their record goes to 18-14 as they defeat the Nashville Predators 5-2. Nobody scored in the first period. Avalanche got second period goals from Ross Colton and Nathan McKinnon. Looks like the Avalanche are up all night to get lucky as Arturi Lehkonen scored 2 goals, including an empty netter. 19-10 in. McKinnon also added his second goal of the game. Stamkos picked up one of Nashville's 2 goals, but it wasn't enough as Colorado comes away with the victory 5-2 as Mackenzie Blackwood played outstanding in net as he saved 37 of 39. Avalanche were actually outshot tonight 39-34, but the Avs come away with the victory 5-2 on a Saturday night as their record goes to 18-14 on the season. After 2 periods, Utah and San Jose are tied at 2. Dylan Gunther scored 7:27 into the first period with Cooley and Sergachev getting the assist. Wenberg scored 14:58 in for San Jose. The Sharks took a 2-1 lead, 14:11 into the second period as Granlund scored on a wrist shot with Zetterlund and Eklund getting the assist. And then Nick Schmaltz picked up a goal on the power play, 18:52 in with Cooley and Keller getting the assist. And so Nick Schmaltz, after having that a long goal drought to start the season, looks like he is rolling right now, and he gets a power play goal late in the second period as they're through 2 periods over in San Jose, and they're tied at 2. Vejmelka has saved 16 of 18 for Utah. Vanasek has saved 21 of 23 on the San Jose side as the hockey club has a 23-18 edge in the shot count. Not many power plays on either side. Obviously, Schmaltz scored on the power play goal late in the second period. So that should be a fun one over in the third period as Utah and San Jose are tied at 2. Utah is 13-11-5 on the season. San Jose is 11-16-5. Other action going on after 2 periods. Calgary leads Florida 2-0. Also after 2, Boston has a 4-0 lead over Vancouver. And in the second intermission, Tampa Bay leads Seattle 2-1. Final scores in the NHL. New Jersey defeats Chicago 4-1. Kings over the Rangers 5-1. Minnesota gets a 4-1 victory over Philadelphia. Edmonton gets a big game from Leon Draisaitl. He had 1 goal and 2 assists. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor Brown each had 1 goal and 1 assist as the Oilers defeat the Vegas Golden Knights 6-3. In overtime, Ottawa defeats Pittsburgh 3-2. Detroit gets a 4-2 victory over Toronto. It was also a 4-2 final as Washington defeats Buffalo. Buffalo's had a rough go of it this season. In overtime, Anaheim defeats Columbus 4-3. Winnipeg gets a 4-2 win over Montreal. In overtime, Dallas defeats St. Louis 2-1. That's the NHL scores. 2 NBA scores. The semifinals of the NBA Cup is going on. The Milwaukee Bucks won the Eastern Conference portion of the NBA Cup semifinals. They defeat Atlanta 110-102. And in the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder defeats Houston 111-96. That means that Milwaukee and Oklahoma City will meet in the NBA Cup Finals this upcoming Tuesday. When we come back, we'll have third period action over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. Looks like a pretty good crowd considering there apparently was a blizzard over in the Tahoe area. Grizzlies got second period goals from Briley Wood and Dylan Fitz. Tahoe got a first period goal from Jake McGrew and second period goals from Troy Loggins and Jet Jones. Nobody has a multiple point game for Utah so far. For Tahoe, Jet Jones leads the way with one goal and one assist. We'll come back and have third period action as Utah will be on the power play for the first 31 seconds of the third period. You've been listening to the Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
We're about set for third period action over in Tahoe as the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 3-2. This is game 2 of 3 straight over in Tahoe, the first part of a home-and-home 2-week series. Don't forget that tomorrow is going to be a 4 o'clock start. Pre-game coverage will be at 3:45 over at Tahoe Blue Event Centers. We're hanging out just outside the Grizzlies team store at Maverick Center watching on Flow Sports. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of details that we have missed throughout the first 2 periods and probably are going to miss in the third. Thanks for hanging with us here tonight. Grizzlies will be back at home on Wednesday for a Bud Light Wednesday against the Tahoe Knight Monsters on December 18th. And AFC Friday will be the second game of the set. That's going to be on December 20th. And the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night will be next Saturday as the Grizzlies will take on the Tahoe Knight Monsters. And I imagine by the time both teams hit the ice at Maverick Center on Wednesday, both teams are going to be very sick of seeing each other. 6 games in a 9 or 10 day stretch between the Grizzlies and Knight Monsters as on Flow Sports, they continue to show the Troy Loggins goal, and it was really a great individual effort by him as he took the initial shot from the right side, followed his own shot, and found the puck laying in the crease, and he was able to put it away. For the Grizzlies, regardless of whether they come alive and get a goal here in the first 31 seconds of the third period on the power play, you'd love for the Grizzlies to just establish some puck possession and see if they can find a way to tie up the game. To start the third period, Grizzlies will have Cole Gallant out there with Mick Messner. Well, that's all we can see right now based on this remote feed. Messner and Gallant are both wearing the A's on their sweater. 20 minutes are on the third period scoreboard clock. And referee Tyler Haskell will drop the puck As the Knight Monsters win the draw, they skate from left to right. Utah will skate from right to left on your dial as we see it on Flow Sports. In your mind's eye, see it on YouTube. Dashke drops it off for Mastrodonato across to Fonstad, who crosses center ice. He skates over the blue, gets it to Messner near goal line. He'll whip it across. Right side, Mastrodonato slides it up top to Fonstad. Fonstad will skate towards the corner, and he'll drop it back for Mastrodonato, who moves to Dashke. Back to Mastrodonato. Right side, righty shot. Saved by Paperny, and he holds on. As coming out of the penalty box was Christensen. Boy, the Grizzlies really executed it well. They got Mastrodonato a good look on the right side, but Paperny made the save. 33 seconds into the third period. Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw on the right wing. Messner's out on the ice. Mastrodonato will take the face-off. They have been paired up with Cole Fonstad tonight. Barry Hughes will take the face-off for Tahoe. He had a big year with South Carolina a couple years ago. Utah wins the draw. Right side, lefty shot. Gets redirected, and it goes out of play. We couldn't tell who that was. It might have been Fairbrother on the right wing, but Utah does have quite a few left shot defensemen, as obviously Dashke and Fairbrother are both left shot D-men, as well as Andrew Nelson, Shearer, and Jensen. The only right shot defenseman the Grizzlies have in the lineup tonight is Kabori Dunn. 38 seconds into the third period. Draw one by Tahoe as it exchanges off a few sticks. Tahoe gets out to center ice and at least step over the blue. Knight Monsters lose the puck. Grizzlies will bounce it off a Knight Monster, and the puck hippity-hops back to Utah at the near goal line, and that's Fonstad. He'll slide it to his right. Grizzlies jab it out to center ice, but Tahoe gets it back. Knight Monsters lead it out to center ice. Left wing, they step over the attack line. Tahoe will brush it ahead as Fairbrother gets around Bear Hughes. 2-on-2 battle in the far corner of the Grizzly zone as Barczewski looks over his right shoulder. Tahoe throws it around Utah's net. Grizzlies skip it to Lebster. It's all back-handed ahead. It's gathered by Jones over to Pinard. Back to Stanek. He's in the high slot. Lefty shot is blocked away, and the momentum goes all the way out towards Tahoe's zone. A minute and a half into the third period. Knight Monsters still lead 3-2. Tahoe dumps it in. Grizzlies, James Shearer will tap it off the near wall. Grizzlies try to push it out to center ice. It glanced off of Tahoe. Now the puck goes back to Lebster. He'll move it to his right. Bouncing puck couldn't be gathered as Vilio lifts a Grizzly stick. Now right side, Utah with a shot that goes wide. Shearer left side fires towards the net, and his college teammate Paperny blocks it away. Puck to the right point, kept in by Nilsson. He'll roll it to Manning, who lets it skip to the near corner. Armstrong moves it back to Manning. Manning feeds up top. Nilsson, right side, lefty shot, saved by Paperny. He holds on with 17:50 left in the third. Craig Armstrong was out in front trying to redirect it in front of the crease, but Paperny was able to snatch it cleanly. Grizzlies will have another offensive zone draw as they reshuffle the deck. Armstrong is now joined by Fitz and Gallant. So looks like Utah is moving the forward lines a little bit here in the third period. Luke Adam was 6 assists in this series, 5 on Thursday and 1 tonight. Takes a draw. Grizzlies win it. Armstrong right side fires towards the net. It goes wide as Tahoe will chip it to the left point. Armstrong tries to keep it in. He gets overpowered as the puck goes back to center ice. Utah, their blue line, gets to center ice. McGrew rams into a Grizzly, and that was Cole Gallant. Puck goes back to Jensen as he's along the near boards deep in the Grizzlies zone as he surveys. Now he leads it out to center ice to Buell. Buell crosses center. He gets hit along the near boards near the bench area. The near side is where the benches are, according to what we see. Jensen will fire it in as puck along the right side. Grizzlies chip it towards Buell behind the net. He'll skate towards the near corner. Now Buell gets it jabbed away by Cholach. Puck glances off of the glass. Tahoe over the attack line. Oh, it looked like they were offside. Dodaro kind of got there first, but the puck rolls along the boards to the right side. Grizzlies try to re-enter. Tahoe chips it back to the Utah line where it's gathered by Fairbrother. He'll skate back towards the far circle. Now he's 10 feet in front of Barczewski. He'll lead it for Nilsson. Cade Nilsson backhands it ahead. Puck still in the Grizzlies zone. Now Tahoe gets it. Left circle, they skate in. Lefty shot goes wide. Grizzlies good on the back check, and that was Fairbrother, the captain. As behind the net, Robbins falls down as he blows the tires. The puck ended up off his ankle. Grizzlies ahead. Nicolette's in his pro debut chasing after it, but it's icing on Utah with 16:28 left in the third period. So we're still tied, or we're still down a goal as Tahoe leads 3-2. Draw is going to come back towards Jake Barcheski, and this is by far his best performance as a pro. It's only his second start. Barcheski has come in relief on 3 different occasions. So he has really settled down, and he's played a good game. Hughes will take the draw against Cade Nilsson. Nilsson, the native of Nottingham, England. He'll take the draw, but it's won by Tahoe. Puck to the right point. Knight Monsters feed it to the corner. Near side, Stanek trying to get around Fairbrother. Fairbrother rams into Stanek. Right side, shot saved by Barcheski. As it looked like Tahoe couldn't really get much of a shot off, as Derek Dashke did a good job taking the time and space away from Bear Hughes. Simon Pinard was in that area as well. Pinard leads Tahoe in goals with 13 on the season, and that top forward line for Tahoe has been dangerous all year long. Knight Monsters are second in the league, averaging 3.90 goals per game. Off the drop, Pinard shot gets redirected. Barcheski makes a kick save. Stanek dances around the left side. Now he reverses back to the left circle. A shot is blocked away. Barcheski might have gotten a piece of it. Puck to the near corner, 4 minutes into the third period. Stanek will move it towards his left for Pinard. Pinard right side, lefty shot goes wide. Knight Monsters usually do a good job getting traffic out in front. Grizzlies ice the puck, and the arm is raised by the linesman. 15 minutes and 48 seconds are left in the third period, and Tahoe still leads 3-2. So draw comes back towards Barcheski. With a team that scores as often as Tahoe does, you'd think they'd take kind of a ton of shots, but they only average 32.7 shots per game. So they don't necessarily get a high quantity, but they certainly get a high quality of shot. Jones will take the draw against Masher Donato. Jones has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. He's the only player with more than 1 point on the evening. Grizzlies win the draw. Nielsen will tap it off the near boards. It goes to center ice. Messner gets held up along his left shoulder by Kapchek. Grizzlies dump it in. As Cholach races after it, he gets the loose puck behind his net. Now he'll start the attack. He'll fake it to his left. Cholach carries the puck to center ice. Now he dumps it in. Nielsen gathers it in the near corner of the Grizzlies zone. Utah skating from right to left. He'll sky it out to center ice. Rolling puck goes on to a Tahoe stick. As they'll move it towards Newell, who throws it back deep in the Tahoe zone. Long range pass out to center ice. Jones couldn't get it. Grizzlies dump it back in. Tahoe back to center ice. Puck chips off the stick. Sure. Drives it towards Lebster in the left wing. He'll get to Gallant. Gallant down the middle. Will push it to his right. Wood over to Gallant in the far corner. Grizzlies in the offensive zone. Gallant gets it jabbed away. Wood couldn't play it as Tahoe took it away from him. Knight Monsters move it out to center ice. Lebster gets it back at the Utah line along the far boards. Lebster over the line. Now he skates in down the middle. Lebster, high slot, righty shot goes wide, and it deflects out of play as we get a whistle with 14:45 left in the third. A good effort by both teams, and obviously the Grizzlies, they're hungry for a victory of any sort tonight. Well, the one stretch where Tahoe really got it going is when they scored 2 goals in a 13-second stretch. Three-fourths of the way through the second period. The Grizzlies have put together a good effort. Manning will take the draw against Luke Adam. Draw to the near corner. Armstrong cuts in front of a Tahoe defenseman to get the puck. He'll skeet towards the far corner. He gets held up by Tabakin. Another Knight Monster will carry it out to center ice. Challenging Fairbrother, but Tahoe gets to center ice and they'll muscle it in. As Barcheski rolls it along the near boards, Armstrong lets it go to the point. Now Armstrong gets it back. He skates towards center ice. He gets cut off by Callan, but moves it ahead to Fitz. As Fitz skates towards the near corner, he gets pushed and he gets divorced from the puck. Fitz now continues his battle. Fairbrother in the area. Now the puck goes back towards Chris Dodaro for Tahoe. He'll cross center ice. He lost his stick as Manning took it away from him. I wonder if that's going to be a penalty. As Dodaro was skating across center ice, he lost his stick. He wants a slashing call, and it looks like he's going to get one. Maybe. 14:07's left in the third. I wonder if he's going to get called. Well, looks like Manning's going to get a penalty. We haven't seen the diving and embellishment call being made, but that might be exactly what it is. Dodaro's going to go to the box as well, as he really tried to buy the call. I think there was a purchase there, but it came at a price, I believe. I think I saw the unsportsmanlike conduct motion by the referee. So Manning goes to the box, but so does Dodaro. Dodaro can't believe it. as he says some words we can't repeat. That is, we want to keep working here, I guess. Draw, I believe, is going to be at neutral ice. That's where Dodaro was just strolling across center ice. He lost his stick. Manny got a penalty, but so did Dodaro. Dodaro got a diving and embellishment penalty, and Manny got a slash. All of those penalties came 5:53 into the third period. As the Grizzlies will drop it back to the right side, trying to count skaters. I think it's 4-on-4. Fonstad to the left side, gets a loose puck. He'll throw it to the middle for Masher Donato. It glanced off of his stick. We get a whistle, and I think Tahoe got another penalty as Barcheski was skating towards the bench. He was near the bench when we saw him, so it must have been a delayed penalty, and somebody off the screen gets called for something, and it looks like the Grizzlies will have a 4-on-3 power play when we come back. Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 3-2. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Could be a good chance for the Grizzlies to come back in this one, as we're going to have a 4-on-3 power play as we're about 7 minutes into the third period. Luke Manning got a slashing minor, 5:53 in, but Chris Dodaro got a diving and embellishment penalty. So we skated 4-on-4, and then another Knight Monster picked up a penalty. I believe that's Barrett Hughes. We're not sure what he did, but the Grizzlies have a golden opportunity to try to tie it up. Masher Donato's out there. He'll take the face-off. He's got Gallant to his right and Fonstad to his left. Up top, I think, is Dashke, although I don't see him on the screen. Jet Jones will take the draw for Tahoe. Jones might be their best face-off center. Adam is pretty good at the circle as well. Utah wins the draw. Dashke will skeet towards a high slot. Now he'll push it to his right to Masher Donato. Back to Dashke, over to Masher Donato as they play catch. He'll feed it towards the far corner. Now back to Dashke from Masher Donato. He'll slide it to his right for Fonstad, who skates to the right point. Fonstad now in the high slot. He's got options. He skates down the middle. He'll take a lefty shot, and that's blocked by Jones' stick. Behind the net, Grizzlies battle. They'll push it over to Fonstad. He's in the high slot. Over to the right side. One-timer. Saved by Paperny. As the shot, I believe, was taken. Well, I couldn't tell who that was. I think that might have been Dashke that took the shot from the right side. As Paperny snatched it and made a save with 13:19 left in the third. Obviously, with a 5-on-4 power play, you got the man advantage, but it's even bigger here, 4-on-3, because you only have 7 skaters on the ice. So the ice opens up quite a bit. Masher Donato will take the draw against Jones. Utah wins it. Dashke on the right side will skeet towards his left. Dashke fakes his shot. He'll push it to his right for Masher Donato, who drops it for Dashke. Dashke over to the right side. I think that's Fonstad. He's in the right. He'll drop it from Masher Donato. Back to Fonstad. He's in the left wing. He's in the circle. Lefty shot gets blocked away. And taking the puck off the boards is Kapchek, and he'll clear it out. Barcheski out of his net will slide it to his right for Dashke. Dashke will race out to neutralize. So drop it, literally drop it at the Utah line. Taking its Masher Donato, steps over the offensive line. Over to Gallant, back towards Masher Donato. Tahoe took it away. They couldn't clear it out, though, as Dashke kept it in right side. He'll skate towards his left, and he'll guide it over to Fonstad. He directs it back to Dashke. He's in the middle. Push it to his right for Masher Donato. Take a shot. That's blocked away. Rebound goes back to Masher Donato. He'll lay it for Fonstad, who's in the right wing. Fonstad across off the boards. Masher Donato gets it. He pushes it to the left point. Dashke runs over to keep it in. Dashke, late in the 4-on-3 power play, will push it to his right. Fonstad fakes it to Dashke. Now Fonstad's over to the left side. Gets it to Gallant. Over to Dashke. One-timer. He didn't get all of it. Puck glides off the end boards. Masher Donato back to Dashke, right wing. Across as he chipped it to Gallant. Now we're skating 4-on-4 as Gallant to Fonstad. He's in the near side. He'll push it up top to Dashke, left point. Across the right side, I think that's Masher Donato. He'll kick it out to Dashke, over to Fonstad, left side. Toe drag. Lefty shot. and that one's blocked away as it deflects out of play. And now we're going to skate 5-on-5 as there's 11:48 left in the third. Boy, Grizzlies had some chances. Paperny made a nice shot, or made a nice save on the one-timer that I think was fired by Dashke. There's a couple other good looks. Grizzlies were very patient with their approach, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Now there's 11:48 left in the third. We're skating 5-on-5. That was a long shift by the unit of Gallant, Fonstad, Mastrodonato, and Dashke. Messner will take the draw. He crouches down against Jet Jones. Both guys wearing number 10 for their respective teams. And the draw won by Utah. James Scher, left point, fires towards the net. That gets redirected by a stick. Puck pinballs around. Jones gets tripped up. Boy, Tahoe really wanted a penalty, none to be had. Now it's a 2-on-1. Knight Monsters left side, skate in. Shot goes wide. Barcheski might have gotten a piece of it. Now Newell trying to kick it across. It bounced off a Nielsen skate. Tahoe back to the far side. They'll throw it to the high slot. Lefty shot. That goes wide as Nielsen dances in the far corner. Now he stops. He'll feed it across to Lebster. Lebster slides it ahead. Puck skips towards Messner. He gets cut off by Tabakin. He takes the puck. He'll tattoo it off the near glass. Grizzlies at neutral ice. Armstrong will push it back into his own zone as Jensen will guide it to his right. Puck goes to Armstrong. It races into the attack zone. Right wing will skate in. Lefty shot. Saved by Paperny. Grizzlies hacking away. And Paperny covers up as Fitz was looking for a second chance. But the Tahoe goaltender holds on with 10:55 left in the third. So Grizzlies have had their chances. Paperny's played pretty well in net for Tahoe. I wonder, just as, the Fitz goal, obviously in the second period, Utah's second of the night, coming on a redirection. I wonder if that's going to be the type of goal Utah's going to have in order to beat a good goaltender like Paperny. Draw one by Utah. They kind of battle for it. Grizzlies come up with the puck. They feed it up top to Kabori Dunn. He'll slide it to Jensen. Left side. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Paperny. He holds on. Out in front trying to redirect it was Luke Manning. That forward line's been pretty productive tonight with Manning, Fitz, and Armstrong. I think it's the first time all season we've seen that three-man unit together, and they've played pretty well tonight. Draws give me the left circle. John Shaw sporting a goatee. He'll drop the puck. Luke Adam will take the draw against Mick Messner. We got a barn burner over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. We'll see if the Grizzlies can get the tying goal. Feels like the next goal is going to end up deciding this thing one way or another. Grizzlies win the draw. Dashke trying to get it ahead. He gets held up along the boards. Puck kicks into the Grizzlies zone. Fonstad runs after it. No icing. He's got pretty good speed. He's an outstanding skater. He'll slide it to the left wing. Grizzlies crossing center ice. And now it's deep into the Tahoe zone. Messner gets rammed into by Kapchek as Tahoe comes out with a puck. Chalach slides along the near boards. It goes to center ice. Tahoe kicks it ahead. They were looking for McGrew or make that Dodaro at the Utah line. Now Dodaro gets it back. 1-on-3, gets around one Grizzly, skates the left side. Toe drag, he gets over to Robbins, who joins the play. He gets tripped up on. The penalty is going to be called. Dodaro had to regather himself in the far circle. Robbins came in with all sorts of speed. He got tripped up with 10:05 left in the third period, and the call is going to be made as it looks like Cameron Buell is going to go to the box. It almost looked like Robbins was out of control, and it didn't take much for him to hit the ice. And obviously Robbins is a very small guy at 5'8" and listed at 154 pounds. But he drew the penalty, and the Grizzlies will be shorthanded for 2 minutes. Well, this is a critical penalty kill with Tahoe leading 3-2. Buell's in the box serving a 2-minute tripping minor as we're halfway through the third period. Nielsen will take it against Hughes on the faceoff circle. Grizzlies win the draw, and Utah will clear it all the way out. Tahoe skating from left to right here in the third period as Paperny will lay it for Jake Johnson. Johnson will push it to neutral ice left wing. Knight Monsters over the attack line. They try to get towards Pinard. Puck skips over towards him. Pinard, right side, will bank it off the near boards. Stanek back to Pinard. He's in the right circle. He'll feed it up top to Johnson. Over to Stanek, across to Pinard. One-timer. Saved by Barcheski. Puck to the left side. Tahoe. Jones will get it up top to the left point. Knight Monsters over in the high slot. Johnson slides it to his left. Lefty shot goes wide as it ricochets off the end boards. Nilsson boxes out a Knight Monster, and he'll clear it out. Good effort by Andrew Nilsson, winning a battle along the far boards. Johnson races after it. Grizzlies make a line change off the screen, we think. Johnson will push it to his right. Knight Monsters will race out to center ice. They cross the red. Now they step over the blue. Knight Monsters off the end board. Stanek will push it to his left. Fairbrother does a good job taking Tahoe off the puck. They couldn't accept the pass. Knight Monsters get it up top left point. Now they'll slide it back to the left circle. Tahoe to Stanek. One-timer saved by Barcheski. Rebound goes towards the left corner. Tahoe slides it around. And the Knight Monsters lost it. Grizzlies throw it back to center ice. 35 seconds left in Tahoe's power play. They skate in, but they're offside as the whistle blows with 8:39 left in the third. Boy, Knight Monsters, they've had some good looks. And in particular on that power play, they had some good chances. Jake Barcheski, by far, has played the best game that he's had all year. And you got to tip your hat. Barcheski's done a great job keeping the Grizzlies in it. Nobody has scored here so far in the third period as Tahoe still leads 3-2. They've gotten goals from Jake McGrew, Troy Loggins, and Jet Jones. As Tahoe skates in, Adam on a back gets back checked by Cade Nielsen. Puck to center ice. Grizzlies race over the attack line. Fairbrother throws to the far corner. He chases after it. Tahoe cuts in front of him as the Knight Monsters late in the power play will get out to neutralize. Adam will lumber into the attack zone right side, trying to get around a defender. Grizzlies took it away. It was Dylan Fitz. Now to center ice. Manning gets pushed off the puck as he just got pushed into by Kapchek. Some interpretations would probably say it's not interference, but nevertheless, 8 minutes left in the third. Out of the box is Buell. It's a successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Tahoe danced around Paperny's net. Less than 8 minutes left in regulation. Tahoe will slide a long-range pass to the left. They connect across center ice. Tahoe will chip it into the corner. Dodaro gets around Armstrong towards the left corner. Puck goes back to the spot that Dodaro vacated. Jet Jones will skeet towards a point. He'll lay it around the wall. Back to the right side. Dancing around is Kapchek. He'll backhand it across. Left point. Lefty shot. That goes high off of Barcheski's shoulder and out of play. 7:27 is left in the third period. Tahoe leads 3-2. We'll come back in 1 minute as you're listening to Utah Grizzlies hockey on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Knight Monsters 3, Grizzlies 2. Here in the third period, Utah has outshot Tahoe 8-4, but Tahoe does have a 35-26 edge in the shot count. Knight Monsters have goals from Jake McGrew, Troy Loggins, and Jet Jones. Grizzlies have second period goals from Briley Wood and Dylan Fitz. 7:27 left in the third. Draws going to be in the left circle of the Grizzlies zone. Keaton Mastrodonato will take it against Bear Hughes. Mastrodonato, 6 feet, 205 pounds. Second-year pro out of Canisius. He's got AHL time with Texas and Colorado. Tahoe wins the draw. Left side, Stanek shot is blocked away by Barcheski. Loose puck to the near boards. It's taken by Messner. He'll push it to Fonstad. Fonstad over the line, stops on the right point. Kicks it across to Dashke. Dashke left side, lefty shot goes wide as he missed the net glove side, trying to go high on Paperny. Fairbrother out to neutralize. Diagonal pass, glances off a Fonstad stick. Tahoe trying to brush it away. Fonstad kept it in. Across to Mastrodonato. Take a shot. And that one deflects out of play. Boy, Mastrodonato had a pretty good look. Fonstad was over in the right wing, got it across to Mastrodonato, but Paperny makes a save with 6:51 left in the third. Trowsky in the left circle, inside the roulette wheel, which is in the near circle of the Grizzlies' attack zone here in the third period. Gallant will take the draw against Jones. Cole Gallant, the second-year pro at Western Michigan University. Tahoe wins the face-off. They'll skeet towards the far side. Tahoe, their line gets challenged. Grizzlies will dump it in deep. Wood chasing after it. He collides with Villio as Gallant danced around the near corner, trying to get towards Wood, but Jones took it away. He'll slide it to the right side. Dunn gets there astride before Tahoe does. Out to the right point, but the puck exits the zone out to neutral ice. Grizzlies dump it back in as Villio around his net to the far side. He'll saucer it ahead to the Utah line, and a Night Monster dumps it in. Barczewski around his net. He'll roll it to the center ice area, right wing. Tahoe fires it back into the left corner. Grizzlies chase after it. Andrew Nilsson gets it. He'll push it to his left. And now Cade Nilsson drops it back for Andrew Nilsson. They're spelled differently, not related. They're not even from the same country. As Andrew Nilsson from Canada moves to his right. Puck skips to center ice, looking for Manning. He glanced off a stick. Manning gets it back. He steps over the line, right wing. As he dances around, drops it back to the corner. Grizzlies around the net to the near side. Tahoe does a good job along the boards. They hold up a Grizzly. Shearer back towards Cade Nilsson. He'll lay it for Manning. Action along the left corner. 2-on-2 battle. As Fitz holds his ground, he'll push it around Tahoe's net. Cholach gets the loose puck. He'll throw it to the right wing, but Nielsen keeps it in at the point. Grizzlies looking for the puck. Tahoe gets the loose puck. They'll tap it back to center ice. Grizzlies reset. 5:15 and counting left in the third. Nielsen rolls it along the roulette wheel, which is around the boards. As Tabakin battles with a Grizzly. Fonstad in the area. He gets a shoulder check from Collins. And the puck back to center ice. Grizzlies re-enter. Fairbrother dances around the right side. Now he dangles the puck. He takes a shot, and that's kicked away by Paperny. As puck skips towards the near circle. Grizzlies lift a Tahoe stick. Puck goes back to the Utah line. Grizzlies reset. Utah to the right wing. Dumps it off the wall. As now Tahoe moves it back into Grizzlies ice. Far circle, Utah has it. All the long-range passes are tough for this camera operator to keep track of. Now the puck back at center ice. Tahoe over the line, 1-on-3. Now they skate along the far goal line. Tahoe looking for a wraparound as Stanek lost his balance. So he was battling with Dashke. Hughes out to the right corner. Tahoe's in the offensive zone, skating from left to right. Up top, Villio, right side, lefty shot. Gets redirected and it goes out of play with 4:12 left in the third. We'll find out how this one ends on the other side as Tahoe still leads 3-2. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Well, the Grizzlies have played hard tonight. They've put together a furious rally to try to tie up the game, but nobody has scored here so far in the third period. As the Grizzlies are looking to end their losing streak at 11 games. They're hoping not to make it 12, as 12 ties a team record, which came in the 2007-08 season where they lost all 12 games in March of that year. Gallant's taking the face off, neutral ice. He's got Lebster to his left and Wood to his right. 4 minutes, 12 seconds are left in the third period. Tahoe leads 3-2. Grizzlies win the draw. Lepster throws it back to Kabori Dunn, who keeps his head up and will throw it to center ice for Gallant, who gets occupied. Gallant pushes to the Tahoe line. It goes back towards Jensen. He'll move it to his right. Grizzlies enter with momentum. Grizzlies look to start to Lepster as he was cutting towards his right. Tahoe took it away as Lepster couldn't get a hold of it. Night Monsters over the attack line, but Vilio enters before the puck, and the Night Monsters are offside. 3:51 left in the third period. So it's going to be a neutral zone draw. Grizzlies will get what's been a pretty productive forward line out there with Manning, Fitz, and Armstrong. As Armstrong talking with Andrew Nilsson. Nilsson's been pretty active, and he's played a good game as well. Jet Jones will take the draw against Luke Manning. Manning, 3 goals and 6 assists this year. Jones has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. He's been one of Tahoe's best players. Grizzlies win the draw. They try to get to Mastrodonato or make that Armstrong at center ice. Armstrong gets in after he won kind of a physical battle. Right wing, Fitz dumps it off the Tahoe backboards. Night Monsters come out with it at center ice. Tahoe right wing will chip it in as Newell got around Shearer but couldn't quite get around Andrew Nilsson, who gets the puck. He'll throw it to the far side. Grizzlies will backhand it ahead to neutral ice. Tahoe gets it back. Night Monsters in their white jersey with teal numbers, white helmets, a little bit of black trim. They'll dump it in. Barcheski will lay it for Andrew Nilsson, who lumbers out to neutral ice. Nilsson crosses center, and he'll skip it to the right side off the boards. He chases after it, but looks like icing is called on Nilsson. Well, he got pretty close to center ice, but according to the linesman, he did not get to center ice before dumping it in. So 3 minutes and 7 seconds are left in the third period. Here in the second of 3 straight over in Tahoe. On Thursday night, the Night Monsters got an 8-2 victory. Tonight, it's 3-2. Grizzlies have goals from Briley Wood and Dylan Fitz off the draw. It goes towards the right wing as McGrew fanned on a shot. Now right side, Luke Adam over towards McGrew. His shot is blocked. Now McGrew gets it back. His shot's blocked again. Grizzlies clear it out to center. Night Monsters cross the center red line, and they'll whip it around the boards. McGrew over in the area. Dashke reverses it back to the far side for Fairbrother as he'll loft it over a couple heads, and it's going to be icing on the Grizzlies as there's 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third. So the draw comes back towards Jake Barcheski, who's played a pretty strong game. Don't forget, these same teams will meet tomorrow afternoon. 4 o'clock face-off. Pre-game coverage will begin at 3:45 here in the Mountain Time Zone. Utah will be home next week against this same Tahoe Knight Monsters club. Wednesday is going to be a Bud Light Wednesday, and it's going to be the opener of the 3-game set. Utah will also have an AFCU Friday 6 days from now, and then the series finale will be the Ugly Sweater Night and Teddy Bear Toss. That's going to be a lot of fun. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. We want to see all 3 games. If you can make it to one, maybe Saturday be a fun one to go to. Grizzlies over the attack line after winning the faceoff. Vonstad will chip it up top. Grizzlies move it to Messner. He's on the left side. He glanced off of his stick. Bouncing puck. Tahoe will curl it back to neutral ice. Night Monsters 2-on-2. Barcheski's still in there. Tahoe looking for a centering pass. Utah took it away. Messner to Dashke, who just pushed it ahead. Tahoe will dump it back in. Barcheski's still in net. He raises his arm, and so do the linesmen, as they are sure that icing is on Tahoe. 2 minutes and 3 seconds are left in regulation, as Ryan Kanasowicz is probably pondering using a timeout here, as Grizzlies want the faceoff to be in the left circle. Watch out for Briley Wood. He's got a goal tonight. He has 7 on the season to lead the club. Cade Nilsson will take the draw, and it looks like both teams are headed to the bench. I imagine Utah might be using their timeout right here and right now. Alex Lowe, the Tahoe head coach, talking with his unit. His assistant is Brett Boeing. I think it's Boeing that's the balding one that's talking with the guys that are on the ice right now. Now, we mentioned Wood kind of being a scoring threat. You know, he's scored a few goals redirecting shots from out in front. And with the Paperny, he seems to be a pretty good goaltender. Seems like if he can see it, he can save it. Grizzlies are going to need to get some traffic out in front of the net. Cade Nilsson looks like he was going to take the face-off. Well, Nilsson's taken a lot of the key face-offs for the Grizzlies. We've seen Luke Manning and Keaton Mastrodonato at the face-off circle quite a bit tonight as well. I imagine with the way Mastrodonato can shoot it, that he might be a threat, especially from the right wing here in the final minute or so. For the Grizzlies, it's just desperation time. Can they find a way? They put together a pretty good effort. And with Barczewski keeping the team in the game, Utah is doing everything they can to try to get him his first pro win. Draws give me the left circle. Gallant's going to be out there. So is Andrew Nilsson, Mastrodonato, Dashke, Fonstad, and Messner. That's a 6 on the ice. We mentioned Nilsson taking a face-off. He's not even out there. Looks like it's going to be Mastrodonato taking the face-off for the Grizzlies. For Tahoe, it's going to be Jet Jones. 2 minutes and 3 seconds are left in the third period. Smoke him if you got him. Ferocious Brown Bears are taking on mythological, mystical, fictional character. Grizzlies win the draw. Fonstad skates towards the corner. Dance around. Far side. Now he gets up top. Now back towards Fonstad over to Nilsson. Across to Nilsson over to Dashke. He's on the right side. Back to Fonstad. He danced around. Right side. Now up top to Dashke. He's in the high slot. He'll slide it to Fonstad. Fonstad directs it towards Nilsson. It's taken away. And Tahoe will clear it all the way to the Grizzlies zone. Run down by Gallant. Utah's net is empty. 1:33 left in the third. Gallant drops it for Nilsson. He'll push to his right. Grizzlies cross center. They'll nudge it in to Fonstad, who dumps it in. Foot race, won by Tahoe as Cholot skates towards the near corner. Jones in the area. Dashke along the boards. As Tahoe comes out with it, they'll fire towards the empty net, and it's a score. Knight Monsters fired at about 200 feet away. And it's Artur Cholot getting the insurance goal as he makes it a 4-2 game. Cholot with his 4th goal of the year. Boy, he was over in the near circle. He just kind of saucered it, and it found the middle of the back of the net. There's no doubt about that one. Boy, for the Grizzlies, they just couldn't get that look. Puck ended up in the near corner, and it looked like Tahoe just had numbers there. And once Cholot got it, he found an opening, and he just took it. Knight Monsters 4, Grizzlies 2. 1:13 left in the third. It's still possible, but the Grizzlies need a miracle. Utah wins the draw. Shearer will slide it back to Fairbrother. He'll chip it ahead. Puck bounces at the Tahoe line off of Wood. Tahoe crossing center ice, and they'll just loft it in. Barczewski is in net right now. Less than a minute left. McGrew around the net. As Tahoe gets it back towards McGrew, it kicks off a stick over to the near corner. As McGrew gets pushed in the back twice, now 3 times. Manning holds him up, 45 seconds left. Tahoe towards the middle, lefty shot, and a score. I believe that's Luke Adam getting the goal, and this baby's in the refrigerator as he gets his 6th of the year. Well, what turned to be a pretty good effort for the Grizzlies. Looks like it's going to be all for naught. As the Knight Monsters extend the lead to 5-2, their winning streak's going to extend to 6 games. The Knight Monsters, who average 3.90 goals per game, get another 5 here this evening. Boy, Adam was just all alone. About 15 feet in front of Barczewski. Once the centering pass got to him, well, he just knew what to do with it. Adam with over a decade worth of pro experience, including 90 games of NHL experience. The 5-2 score really will not be a reflection as to how this game is played. That's why the Grizzlies really put together a good effort. 5-2, right side shot, hits off the end boards. The Grizzlies really played better than what the final score is going to tell. 26 seconds left. Cade Nilsson tried to whip it across. Tahoe picks it off as they'll skate into their own corner near side. Buell battles along with Nicoletz, who's in his pro debut. 20 seconds left. Nicoletz throws it up top to Jensen. Across to Dunn. Right side. He'll slide it to Buell. Glanced off of his stick. Near corner. Filio will overpower it out to center ice. Puck skips to the far corner. Dunn runs after it. No icing. 4 seconds left. Jensen gets it in the near side from Dunn. And that will do it. Tahoe wins 5-2 as their winning streak extends to 6 games. And the Grizzlies tie a team record with their 12th straight loss. Like Grizzlies, as I mentioned, they played better than what the final score is going to entail. Grizzlies got second period goals from Briley Wood and Dylan Fitz. But for the Knight Monsters, it was a balanced attack And Jordan Paperny was outstanding in net as his record's going to go to 5-3-0-1. For the Knight Monsters, their record overall goes to 14-6-1-1. And for the Grizzlies, they fall to 5-15-2. Final score over from Tahoe Blue Event Center as some fish get thrown on the ice. And there's quite a few fish laying on the ice. I guess they're feeding the Grizz tonight as well. Final score, Tahoe 5, Utah 2. Post-game show starts in 1 minute. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
In a game that kind of felt like a gut punch, 5-2 really doesn't tell the whole story. The Grizzlies really put together a pretty good effort. But the Tahoe Knight Monsters just held on at the end. And really, it was the entire third period. The Grizzlies only had 8 shots in the third, but it felt like most of them were good scoring chances. Tahoe did have a 38-26 advantage in the shot count. It was a 3-2 game for the first 18 and a half minutes of the third period before Cholot scored on an empty net. And then 30 seconds after that, Luke Adams scored 19-17 in. That was all she wrote. As they're announcing the 3 stars, Paperny is one of the 3 stars. I'm not sure. I think he might be the second star. He saved 24 of 26. Number 1 star tonight could be Jet Jones. Looks like Jake McGrew is also going to be a star. He might be the first one. He had 1 goal and 1 assist. Jet Jones and Luke Adam were also 2 skaters with 1 goal and 1 assist. We'll go over that here in a few minutes. Tahoe did get their first goal of the night. 1:59 into the first period. It was their teddy bear toss evening. Jake McGrew got his 4th goal of the season. Luke Adam and Blake Christensen got the assists. And once McGrew found the back of the net, a modest amount of teddy bears were poured onto the ice. Tahoe had a snowstorm earlier today, so I imagine some of the folks that wanted to go there and toss their teddy bears weren't able to get there, obviously due to the high snow count over in Tahoe. Jake McGrew is going to be the answer to the Tahoe trivia question, as it is their first teddy bear toss night, as the Knight Monsters are in their first year of existence. Don't forget, the Grizzlies will have their teddy bear toss night next Saturday, as that concludes 6 straight games against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. So bring your stuffed animals and teddy bears to throw on the ice. And it's also ugly sweater night, so you can toss some teddy bears on the ice, test out your arm strength, and do so in a very hideous, ugly-looking sweater. Tahoe led 1-0 after 1 period. They outshot the Grizzlies 11-7. I thought defensively the Grizzlies really buckled down and played good hockey in the final 18 minutes of that first period. Briley Wood tied it up as he scored from the left wing, 7:09 in. Wood broke a tie with Johnny Fairbrother for the club lead, as he now has 7 on the year, which breaks the tie as Wood and Fairbrother each had 6 coming into play tonight. Derek Dashke broke a tie with Cole Gallant, as both guys had 12 assists coming into the game. Dashke now has that on his own with 13 on the season. And Cole Fonstad picked up his 4th assist in a Utah uniform. Fonstad now has 4 assists in 5 games with Utah, and he's certainly been a good addition. And he's a guy that I'm really looking forward to seeing at Maverick Center next week, because he looks like he's got a lot of skill. When Wood scored 7:09 into the second period, that tied it up. Tahoe took a 2-1 lead, 14-17 into the second, and you really got to credit Troy Loggins for a good play. He fired into traffic from the right side, and then puck just kind of bounced off of something, and the puck was laying in the crease behind Barczewski's right pad, and Loggins, who followed his own shot, skated in, and as he was falling down, just kind of jabbed the puck into the back of the net. Newell and Jones got the assists, and really it was a great individual effort by a good player in Troy Loggins. 13 seconds later, Brandon Tabakin took a shot from the left point and got redirected by Jet Jones and found the back of the net. 14:30 into the second. Grizzlies did do a good job after it was 3-1, climbing back into the game. Dylan Fitz redirected a Kabori Dunn shot. 15:38 into the second. Dunn and Armstrong got the assist, and for Dylan Fitz, all 3 of his goals this season have come against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. And so that made it a 3-2 game, and that's where we sat after 40 minutes of play. Tahoe ended up taking 20 shots in the second period, and the Grizzlies had 11. I thought Jake Barcheski and company really were outstanding in the second period. And really, Tahoe they really earned both the goals they had in the second period. Obviously, with Loggins, he made a great individual effort. And then, with the redirection, Tahoe's a team, it seems like more than anybody in the league, or at least that the Grizzlies have played this year, they really do a good job getting traffic out in front. And so they do get a lot of those redirections and those type of goals where goaltenders really don't have a good vision on that shot coming in from the point. It stayed a 3-2 game for most of the third period. I thought the Grizzlies put together a good effort to try to tie it up. There were not many shots on either side in the third period. Grizzlies had 8 and Tahoe had 7. The Grizzlies called their timeout with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in regulation. Utah was able to work the puck around, but the puck ended up in the near corner of the Tahoe zone, and the puck just ended up getting nudged towards Cholach over in the circle, and Cholach just fired away close to 190 feet away, and he found nothing but the back of the middle of the net as he scored 18:47 in, and that gave Tahoe a 4-2 lead. And then Luke Adam scored 30 seconds later as he picked up his 6th of the year. Barcheski was in net for that. Christensen and McGrew got the assists. Jake Barcheski, I thought, had some moments where he was outstanding tonight. He saved 33 of 37. And obviously, the 4th of the 5 goals were on an empty net. Jordan Paperny, who's one of the 3 stars tonight, he saved 24 of 26. 3 stars of the game. Jet Jones is the 3rd star. He had 1 goal and 1 assist. He was a +3 and had 3 shots. Number 2 star is Jordan Paperny, who saved 24 of 26. And the number 1 star tonight is Jake McGrew, who got the Teddy Bear Toss goal. He ended the night with 1 goal and 1 assist. He was a +2, and he had 6 shots. So that's the 3 stars of the game. Neither team scored on the power play tonight. Grizzlies' penalty kill was actually pretty good this evening. I think both teams ended up going 0 for 3 on the power play. In terms of shots, Grizzlies had 26 of them. Keaton Mastrodonato led the way with 5 shots. Derek Dashke and Cade Jensen had 3. 2 shots each for Briley Wood. One of his found the back of the net. Wood's been outstanding as of late, as he now has 5 goals and 2 assists in his last 7 games. And Wood has 4 goals in his last 4 contests. So we mentioned, Wood with 2 shots, as did Reed Lebster and Cole Fonstad, and a few other Grizzlies with 1 shot here tonight. We're not going to make too much of a mention of it, but the loss is their 12th in a row. And for that, the Grizzlies tie a team record, which was previously set by the 2007-08 Grizzlies, who lost 12 in a row, which spanned the entire month of March in 2008. Well, in Tahoe's game notes, they made a reminder that the Grizzlies' last regulation win came against Tahoe on November 9th, as Utah has now lost 15 of their last 16 games. And really which makes this one tough is the fact that the Grizzlies really had their chances. And I thought defensively they were about as good as they'd been for about the last month and a half. I thought it was a good defensive effort. As we mentioned before, the final score doesn't really reflect how the game was played. It was a much closer game than that. Obviously, it was a 3-2 score for the first 18 and a half minutes of the third period. Just one of those things, Utah just against a good goaltender and against a team in Tahoe that really did a good job of kind of packing everything in and really forcing the Grizzlies to just kind of muscle their way towards the crease. They just didn't let Utah get many good looks there in the third period. And the ones they did have were denied by Paperny. And it kind of felt like Tahoe blocked quite a few shots as well. But the Grizzlies, in terms of blocked shots, we don't get an official stat of it, but it felt like the Grizzlies probably blocked more shots tonight than they did in any other game this season. So for that, it's just unfortunately for the Grizzlies, it's another loss, but I thought the Grizzlies were pretty competitive tonight. Their record does fall to 5-15-2. They are now 3-8-1 on the road. Utah ties the team record tonight, and they're certainly hoping not to break it tomorrow afternoon. 3:45 pregame show, 4 p.m. face-off as the Grizzlies will take on the Tahoe Knight Monsters for the third time in 4 days. Let's check a couple of the NHL scores. Colorado defeats Nashville 5-2. Lehkonen and McKinnon each had 2 goals for the Avalanche. And it looks like Utah has held on to defeat San Jose by a 4-3 score. Michael, looked like San Jose took a 3-2 lead when Zetterlund scored exactly 5 minutes into the third period. Michael Carconi scored on a wrist shot, 9:49 into the third. And then with 44 seconds left in the third period, Clayton Keller scored a power play goal with Sergachev and Schmaltz getting the assist. And so Clayton Keller gets the game winner, and Utah wins in regulation by a 4-3 score. Utah outshot San Jose 17-4 in the third period and 40-22 for the contest. Vejmelka gets the victory in net for Utah. He saved 19 of 22. Vanasek for San Jose gets the loss. He saved 36 of 40. So Utah Hockey Club's record goes to 14-11-5 on the year. San Jose falls to 11-17-5. We'll come back tomorrow and see if the Grizzlies can get their first win since they got a victory in overtime on a Derek Dashke game winner that was on November 16th. It's a good effort, but it just wasn't enough, as Tahoe got 1 goal and 1 assist from Jake McGrew and Jet Jones as they defeat the Grizzlies 5-2 in the second of a 3-game set over in Tahoe and the second of 6 straight meetings between the clubs. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast of not necessarily the final outcome. Once again, in 2 hours and 31 minutes and in front of a crowd of 3,215 that braved the snowstorm over in Tahoe, and they attended tonight's game. Once again, the final, Tahoe defeats Utah 5-2 as the Grizzlies got second period goals from Briley Wood and Dylan Fitz. And Wood has certainly been outstanding as of late. He has 7 points, 5 goals and 2 assists in his last 7 games. And Wood has 4 goals in his last 4 games. And despite the losing streak, he has certainly been a key force for the Grizzlies offensively over the last few weeks. Well, we'll see if tomorrow brings a little bit more luck to the Grizzlies. I do know one thing. Grizzlies can't just hold their head and, they can't just feel sorry for themselves. They're just going to keep playing. And really, for the most part, the Grizzlies put together a good effort tonight, but Tahoe was just a little bit too much. As the Night Monsters have now won 6 in a row, and they have scored 33 goals over the last 6 games. For the Grizzlies, both of their goals came in the second period, and it's no surprise that 27 of the 57 goals the Grizzlies have scored this year have come in the second period. We'll see what tomorrow brings. 3:45 pregame show, 4 o'clock face-off for the third and final game that the Grizzlies will have in Tahoe this season. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Well, we tried to do the best we could with the limited resources we had in terms of a video feed. Well, just like the coaches and players, I have one dream, and that's to someday get to the National Hockey League. Hopefully someday that dream comes true. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.